I'm guessing you guys have already recapped what happened last session.
Oh, not at all. I was just bitching the whole
No,
time.
definitely not. No,
Okay.
definitely not.
D, would you like to just sort of run everyone through what happened in the previous session? Because I know it's been like a little bit of time.
Go. So, Tarto has a wooden crate made by the Merciless, the old Wolf. Some janky names, Wolf. That was in my notes. Apologies. They're an old famous Avenger who's developed into Undermountain next to Waterdeep. They need to leave rather quickly after fraudulently robbing a few people as the Master Lord of Waterdeep. He's the headmaster here. He throws us golden security helmets and asks us to take it to the headmaster. The room is pretty bougie. Tinker snuck over to the map and fought a giant and a dragon, which they currently still have. Once we opened the crate, critters came crawling out and surrounded, and combat ensued. We won the combat, barely. The hatchlings were in there with Neoges, which was a rare Spider-S creature that only develops in wild spaces that aren't as civilized as the spaces the astral elves might parade in. So it was a little bit rare to see them, even though this realm space is a little bit backwards. Then we had a long rest, and day 2 started. Someone rolled a DC 15 perception, and the guards were talking about the fact that missions are becoming incredibly dangerous, and only 3 out of 10 people return. Anus knows that this is Spelljameer Navy is very new. We had breakfast, and someone came to Megan and Megan came down to sit next to us and joined the group. And he was a bit too nervous to develop a conversation. And then we go down to the decks, and we go into the simulation, which we then found. We got attacked, and then we won. And then as we got out of it, an electric current ripped through everything, and that was basically the end of it. As we got a 10 platinum and a level.
Simulation. I'm just pointing that we fucked up that simulation.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah, using the ship.
Yeah, so we got 2 ships out of it, and that was it. But
2 simulated ships.
2 simulated ships. And 10 platinum, I think, as well.
We brought back the ships. That's right.
Yeah, 10 platinum, and we're now level 3. And welcome to session 3, fellas.
Oh, something happened when we got out. Like, we got.
Yeah, so there was we got a big what, sir?
Like a big chunk of material flew out and hit us all.
Yeah, so every room there was like a magic plated circuit that was in there to like override everything. And Tinker tried to steal it, but was unsuccessful.
If I remember correctly, we didn't go over too much in the last one, but there's definitely a thief on the campus as well. Right?
Yeah, they've got a notch in their ear. You told Tarto that, I think.
What?
No, I told the old dude in the after he got up and everything was said and done. I told him.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
So it's like the guy that they drunk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty much what I remember happening. So, which one are you guys in for the campaigns? Is it Dungeons, Dragons, and shit?
No, it's Spelljammer, boys.
Yeah, no, but which
I'm in Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh. I think I'm in Dungeons and Dragons and shit.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Okay.
I think yeah.
Familiar. No.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no one in the one shits one anymore.
Yeah, you picked everyone out.
No.
Okay, cool. Okay, so I have to just quickly copy an image that will be needed for you guys later on.
Oh yeah, buddy. Oh
right.
Yeah.
So you finish, and basically you are at the end told that you did fantastically well. You've been watched this entire time. A fairly kind of nondescript fella in sort of academy wear, but not as senior as Tarto. Sort of takes you to a side and just sort of lets you know that because you did so well and because he noticed your kind of progress has been tracked all day, and it wasn't just the simulation itself, which you absolutely blew away the kind of previous high scores that they'd seen from training cadets. This is the highest scoring sort of intake they've ever had. But also the way that you dealt with boosting Mickens' sort of spirits. You are all considered outstanding students, and as outstanding students, you were also given an additional scholarship fund of 100 gold pieces each.
Money.
Money. Is that including the 10 platinum from last session?
This is in addition to.
Oh.
This is in addition to that money. So. You also notice. Could I just get a quick? I know I have this somewhere, but could I just quickly get your passive perceptions, please?
14 for Bob.
16.
15.
Okay. Janus.
Janice.
Janus, sorry. You are the only person. Hugh Janus. You are the. Janice is the only person who picks up as this is all kind of happening. Jeff, I think you've been kind of interested in. You're kind of sidetracked by looking at kind of minutiae and the detailing of how the weaponries work. Bob is just sort of thinking about the next meal. Janice, you kind of clock that as this is going on, there's a different group of recruits. So Mickens' group did very, very well. This is a group that is kind of like probably one or two sort of steps down the hall, but you've all been kind of corralled into the same area at this point. You can very clearly see that there's a different kind of invigilator is talking to them very sternly. The group are super, super upset. You see that one of them is literally like burn scars all over the face. And you hear the words failed, and you just hear one of them very quickly shout out before all of his compatriots like sort of shush him, say, "We have to do it again," and then it's like shush, and they're kind of marched off. So you kind of get the impression that you did particularly well, but that other people failed. And there was a way to fail this.
Okay.
I don't fucking know how. You gave us the most OP weapon in the game.
Oh, that shit was actually dog shit, though.
Yeah, true. True.
I know.
So, that being said, you guys are sort of sent back. You probably have like a couple of days if there's anything that you want to do in between now and sort of the next stage of our adventure. So
Investigate. Investigate the thief is what my guy would like to do.
Okay, so investigating the thief. Where are you kind of looking? What are you doing?
I wanna. So going like the items he's stolen. Have they had a particular similarity, or are they just expensive shit?
So it's less so that they're expensive and more that they are of like military value. If you know what I mean. So it's not like nice shit that's going missing. It's that like people are taking like maps and stuff like that. Things that are considered military intelligence, that kind of thing's going missing. Like a ship weapon might go missing, or like basically things that suggest that this is probably more than just someone taking this for money and for like personal gain. I think you'd be able to clock anyway, just because of your sort of like natural intelligence. I think you'd clock that. But if there's something specific you want to kind of work on, remembering that you are a cadet, that's absolutely fine. We can do that.
Do you want to try to find that hobgoblin?
Yeah. I want to work in the kitchen while like keeping my ear to the floor so I can see all of like the cadets coming through, see if I recognize any of them from like your description or anything like that.
I want to investigate the instructors more so than the cadets.
But I mean, they'll some of them might come to the canteen. That would just be what Bob would be doing.
No, sorry. I'm just saying what my
Yeah.
be looking at.
Okay, so
Is
what
there
are
a
we,
way I could become a prefect?
what are we all doing? Is basically what I need to know. Like
And my vote is
specifically
to
your plan.
look after
The
I want to look after the hobgoblin.
So you're going to search for the hobgoblin, okay? And then we have. Sorry, I'm. Okay, cool. You're going to look for the hobgoblin, and what's everyone else doing? Just so I can work this out in my head. Sorry, it's because obviously this bit is not part of the written adventure, so I just need to kind of double check I'm not fucking myself over later on.
You will be, don't worry.
Anna's going to come with me or no?
is the hobgoblin related to the thief?
Related to the food. Sorry, was that
The thief.
Beef.
the thief?
No, I'm just saying
So
I saw someone sketch.
So I will say actually about the hobgoblin. I don't know what the fuck the dog is doing. So just sort of ignore background barks. I will say about the hobgoblin. Could you roll for me, Jeb, a persuasion and an investigation? Investigation first, then persuasion. Okay, good.
My persuasion is not very good.
That's your dog, man.
Okay, so
They're like the tiniest little dogs as well.
So, what you find is after a while of looking, you had mentioned this hobgoblin previously. After a while of looking, you find that he is nowhere to be found. Not anywhere that you noticed him before. Not working the docks or anything. However, after sort of snooping around for probably like a day or so, you are very quickly pulled aside to one of the sort of like basically one of these like little workshops near the where the ships dock. You are quickly hustled into one of those sort of work sheds, and two quite muscly men in like sailors blue like security helmets. You shouldn't have told anybody about our friend. And then they beat the fuck out of you.
I can't fight them.
I mean, you can try and fight them if you want. Like, if you want to, if you want to go down that specific thing, we can do theater of the mind, and absolutely you can fight them. Yes.
Okay.
Are we fighting them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just me by myself.
Just you
Yeah,
by yourself. You
I
do
can't
not
do it.
have any weapons
What? Why don't I have weapons?
because you're
Is
just
it-
wandering around on like this is you just exploring your sort of
But I wouldn't have. I would definitely have at least one of my pistols. That's
okay,
specific.
I will say that you can absolutely have a pistol if you want. I'm happy to give you a pistol. The DM is
Wolf's
telling you
gonna get
right
back at
now.
you.
I'm planning to fuck you up one way or another. Like we can. This is designed to fuck you up because of something you did. You made choices. Those choices are
Okay,
coming back to
okay.
bite you. So we can do this however you want to do this.
Alright, if I lose, do I die or am I just like knocked out? Should I just take my beating like a man, or are you gonna kill
Beating,
me?
and we can go fuck them up afterwards, man.
You're beating, and then tell us about it.
I just take my beating like a man.
Wolf, you
God
look
damn it.
so excited right now.
I know.
Yeah, Wolf is just like,
I was like, he's gonna
oh.
fight this, and then I absolutely
Wolf
will
also
make.
you don't want to do this.
Yeah.
If I give you multiple options to back out, back out. You are beaten, but I think they kind of notice that you're taking the beating, so nothing lasting is done to you, which it would have been otherwise. Uh, you are slowly between punches informed that the goblin that you shopped for stealing, or sort of like passing over things to merchants, actually was smuggling in wine for the officers. And that was what he was doing when you kind of caught wind of what was going on. So he wasn't actually part of sort of a thief. Everybody knew about it, and it was being kind of quietly ignored. But because you brought it to the attention of the headmaster, he has been sent to the brig, and his friends have come to beat you up. Is
Right.
essentially what has been let know for you. And the guards are all really not happy with you. Like the staff all do not like you very much, Jeb. You've lost a lot of friends by letting this guy
God.
end up going to prison. Um,
Is this all because we used the gun on the ship, Wolf?
no, this is just genuinely what I was already always going to be planned to happen. I like to have nice little extra things happening. Actions have consequences, guys. Deal with it. So, Jeb, defeated, but you nurse your wounds within like a day. You've got a nice hard outer shell. Like, you know, this doesn't cause any lasting damage. Janice, what are you up to?
uh, I Sorry.
Look at that smile. Look at that fucking
so
smile.
nerd. I do want to continue investigating for this thief. Just more, not like intrusion, but keeping my ear out, being a bit of kind of listening in on people. And then otherwise, I guess for backstory's point, just because of where we are right now, my guy would be kind of interested in like magic and maybe like be looking at the like library, kind of like looking into like different magic.
Okay. Um, from this
And
point
kind
of from
of
this point of
himself
view, which one are you prioritizing?
the investigation,
The investigation. Okay, cool.
the flavor.
Okay. I just want an investigation check.
Yeah,
So what's going on?
not 20.
Okay.
Look at
Okay.
that smug little smile from Taylor.
I mean, come on,
Just
Taylor.
one second. Oh
Um,
yeah.
okay. I will say, based on a nat 20, damn, I was not expecting that. Um, hmm. Okay, so you notice a couple of things. Um, oh, that's so interesting. Um, oh, that's really interesting, actually. How much shall I let you know?
Nat 20, Wolf.
Yeah, I got her on
It's 25.
a. Okay, okay. Um, okay, you notice a few things. One of them is there's lots and lots of talk of a particular mercane, sort of mercenary called Vokath. Like, as you're kind of listing out, that is who uh, everybody thinks is the the people behind. Pardon me. Well, that is the ones that everybody thinks is behind this. A couple of other things. You also know that you're suspicious of Micken.
I already was from the beginning.
It seems strange why he's here, and things about his backstory aren't quite adding up. But you're not quite sure why that's upsetting you. The other thing that you notice is uniquely because it's you. You sense that there are perhaps other forces at work, and you also you see a piece of like debris while you're kind of wandering through. Everybody likes you, by the way, Janice. Like, you salute everybody, even though they don't deserve being saluted. So you are very welcomed into most areas of the academy, even when you probably strictly shouldn't be. You end up going past a workshop, and you notice that there is a piece of debris being kind of studied, essentially. And I think you would probably recognize instantly what that debris is. Because it looks a lot like a type of astral elf ship. And you would know that nobody gets to drive astral elf ships but astral elves.
Yeah. They'll come hunt you down.
Yeah. So you know that this is essentially like a piece of a I can't remember the exact name of it now. Star moth. That's it. So you know this is a piece of a star moth. You would recognize it because it's almost kind of like a veined kind of outer wing, almost sort of like a semi-biological, semi-living kind of ship. You would recognize this piece is a piece of one of those, which is really fucking weird because why would they be in this, what is essentially to you like a backwater, you know?
Yeah.
Why would they be interested in this? I think you would be wondering. That's what you're going to get with that 20.
Cool.
Okay. Interesting.
I hope you remembered that because I spent half that time figuring out how to get Hydra in to play music and I forgot to write the notes. But I got the last part.
It's like dot play, dude.
Slash play, but it only works if you're a DJ, and I don't think you are.
Yeah, no, I remember. What was the name of the one that everyone's suspicious of? Kothath.
So everybody thinks it's Vokath, which is like a
Vokath.
mercenary organization that you
And
heard basically has past beef with the academy like leader. You're suspicious of Micken for a whole bunch of reasons, but he seems fucking shifty. And you also know that sort of astral elves have been here, but also like have been shot down, which implies that astral elves are kind of engaging in combat in a very out of the way backward realm, which is really odd and not what you would at all expect. Bob, what are you up to? And then we'll take a quick pee break, and then we'll begin the kind of major next step?
Bob is currently just helping out in the kitchen, doing the canteen work, and just keeping an ear out for like the rumors that get spread over meals, because he knows that with good food, loose lips follow. So he's just kind of enjoying cooking and learning more experiences while also pretending to be helpful to the team.
What is he making, David? Nice little souffle.
So no. So it's cadets. There's not much money here. So for breakfast, he is making a soy sauce stir-fried rice with eggs on the top. And after that, you're going to have some julienne sautéed carrots for some nice color. For lunch, he is going to make classic hamburgers, but those hamburgers are going to be made out of mosquitoes. Because there's not much money here, so we have to make insect mosquitoes. And then for dinner, it's going to be a lamb tagine, so a lamb shank tagine. So you get like a lamb shoulder with some nice cumin couscous, good raisins, apricots, good lamb shoulder, and nice aubergine dressing. That's meal day 1. Do you want meal day for day 2?
No, no, I don't. But I will give you inspiration for describing in detail the meals that you would be making. Okay, acceptable. I will say, based on the fact that all of you have come up with quite a nice way to spend some downtime, all of you get that inspiration because I feel like it was very in character. So despite being beaten up for it, you do get inspiration.
I got beaten so bad, I was inspired.
You were beaten so bad, you were like, never again. So
by the instructors, by the officers,
by
right? So
by essentially, yeah, the not quite the officers, but like the guards of the area. Okay, we're going to take a quick pee break, and then we're going to jump into kind of what's happened about 2 or 3 days after. Right. So all of you get the benefits of a long rest. And because you took your beating like a real fucking Thrykeen takes a beating, I'm not going to make you start with exhaustion. So well done. Correct choice was made.
fucking snitch.
Oh, little fucking bitch.
Yeah.
Little bitch. Right. Am I a DJ? I am a DJ. Right, how do I get Hydra in?
Dude, that's so above my pay grade.
Hmm?
That is above my pay grade, my friend.
I can tell you got a bit butthurt there, Austin.
He did.
Nah, it was funny. Because I was like, alright.
I at least have one gun.
One.
No,
how do you?
You didn't take him because Wolf was just gonna make like.
Yeah. Once I realized I wasn't like going to start with a gun, I was like, all right.
Yeah.
Probably
Yeah.
get
It
my-
would have been like a 6-on-1 as well, dude.
What? Did you know about this encounter?
No, we just know that Wolf would want to fuck you.
That's something he would have done.
How the fuck do I make? How do I make Hydra play?
Play and then you paste the song.
Oh, I can't do like playlists.
You can if it's on Spotify.
Yeah, it's on Spotify.
So you get the link to the playlist.
Yeah.
Right? .play and then you paste that link.
It said no songs found. It's bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
Send me the link. See if I have access to it. Send me a link to the.
That's the playlist.
Yeah, perfect.
Goddamn. I would like everybody's decks, please.
Decks.
Yeah. I just want. I don't need your saves or anything. I just want to know like what is your dex essentially.
4.
My the modify or the 15.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna get some water quick.
Okay, cool.
Now Hydra is playing. Is Hydra playing? Yes. Thanks.
Is it playing?
You're-
It's
Yeah,
really
I
quiet
played
then.
it.
Yeah, it's really like the thing is like floating through space. It's very quiet, but you can turn it up or down.
Okay, cool. I'll just quickly turn it up slightly.
It's not combat music, but
Cool. Will be very good. How have you been anyway, Austin? How have you been, Austin?
I mean, it's been all right. Some tragedy in the family. So
Damn.
she's there.
Yeah, how was Terry?
She's all right. She's in Salem right now, taking some time for herself, and she's gonna go back. She's
Right.
that. Yeah. Sorry, that's good.
No, it's fair.
Let's quickly go and get all of your like.
Well, if you're really hoping I was gonna take that fight, huh?
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
go.
because if you'd have taken the fight, I would have made you start with exhaustion, which would have been fun because then all of your rolls would be with disadvantage out of combat, which I was kind of excited for.
And I want because me and Austin want a duel today.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that would have been very fun for the duel then, I guess.
Can I challenge him? Can
I
I
didn't know about
challenge him a duel when he was all beat and bloody?
I,
Get ready.
I think the fact that he like submitted and took it was enough to not get screwed. But yeah, that was what I was kind of hoping was that you were just going to fight it then, because I was like, okay, now this is an excuse for me to make this painful. That's
What
where
would I
I'm
have been up
like,
against?
you would have been up against some buffed veterans, who I think would have stomped you on your own. Would have been probably fairly close, but they do have like, they would have had quite a high AC and like, you know, a lot of hit points and multi attacks. So it would have probably ended up with you getting fucked up and knocked unconscious and stuff. Right, let me just get my. I'm so like out of practice with like what everybody's stats are. It takes
new characters.
Yeah, I know this is the problem though. It takes me so long to like get back to like what your.
It's
When
always
did
funny.
you get a fucking AC of 20, Jeb? What's going on?
That's
Because
just
I have
great.
a shield in one hand and a pump pistol in the other, and I have another pump pistol with a bullet.
Oh, so yeah, you got all these extra fucking arms. Oh. That's so obnoxious. Okay. Janice has a really low spell save. Okay. Bob's save is 14. Okay, cool. Right.
What do you mean by spell save? Like for spells? I think
Yeah,
it's because it's like
it's what it is for like the enemies to save against your spells.
yeah. I mean it's a weird one because I'm on ranger stuff, but I've essentially made it so once I get
You
into
spec
wizard,
towards a
I'm going
wizard, but you are a ranger at the moment. By the way, the
yeah,
new ranger shit, man. Sorry,
it's crazy.
we're getting fucking sidetracked here a little
It
bit.
looks
But
good.
it looks fucking OP as shit. So yeah, I mean, very impressed. I'm sure we can kind of put some of that in. Also, I mean, I know it's a bit random in the middle of a game to be doing this, but I'm kind of planning to try out adversity tokens. If you guys would be up for that kind of thing in the future,
Yeah.
I will
I don't know
explain
what that is.
them. I will explain them at another point. But essentially, it's like when you roll when I ask you to roll something and you fail, you get an adversity token, which essentially means you can like add that towards a roll, and if you have enough of them, you can basically buff one of your shit rolls to get it to the point where, as long as it's not a nat 1, you can kind of succeed. So you can kind of save it if you want for like important stuff, so that you don't get fucked.
Cool.
So that's kind of the plan. So I'm happy to try all that out, which is that essentially every time you fail a roll, you get 1 adversity token, and every time you get a nat 1, you get 3. But yeah.
I know where that's come from.
Benefits for us, so sure.
Yeah, I just think it's nice, and I saw another DM doing it, so yeah, fuck you, David. That you know where that came from.
I do. It's a good idea.
All DMs just copy from other DMs. I feel this is what makes it good.
It's a good learning platform.
Yeah. So I'm gonna ask that you just have like an item or something in your inventory that just says adversity token. You can add it for free, and then just add like the quantity so you're keeping track of it.
Are we doing that now?
Yes, please, if you wouldn't mind. It would be a nice thing to do from this session on, and then if it doesn't work or if it's really fucking confusing and no one uses it, then we'll scrap it, and it's fine then.
Yeah, putting in my items is definitely going to make me remember more.
Yeah. Well, ideally, we'd have like in physical games, I can give you it physically, but obviously,
you're not going to have enough actual tokens when I roll.
I will have plenty of tokens for you. Tokens that just say failure. But yeah, so it's just
it's like the first time I'd have it.
Basically, it's just a way for you to like either like if you're like 1 away, you can stack them up. They don't work on death saves, and if you get a nat 1 is a nat 1. Like you can't just like boost your way out of it. But it means that like if you get a 10 and you've got 5 tokens and the DC's a 15, you can just bump it up. So you've got more of a chance of like succeeding on important rolls. Because hopefully that should be a bit more fun for all the people involved. Right. What was everybody's dexes again? As we kind of finish doing this.
15.
15? And I assume that yours was the lowest dex, Bob?
Yep, 4.
4. You guys are all awoken. It's about a couple of days after the events of the kind of simulation deck exploding. Jeb, I think you've noticed that like there's a couple of like begrudging looks of respect, like understanding that you took the beating, but still people are annoyed at you because you kind of got a guy who was breaking the rules, but in a way that made everybody happy in trouble.
So can I start selling wine then? There's a gap in the market.
Under the circumstances, though, I feel like I was justified. We just got attacked, no?
I mean, I think you did the right thing from what you saw, but obviously, that's not going to be how everybody else saw it.
I mean, I have like a bunch of money. Is there any way that I could buy the boost or no?
I will say if you wanted to like buy just sort of standard items, I'll be cheaper in terms of sort of like spell items and magic items. I think I sent a like shop list. If I haven't, absolutely forgive me.
You did. Just to clarify, are we doing like regular components for this campaign? Like, am I going to need?
You're going to need to
Cool.
if it's stuff that you like. If it says it consumes it, yeah. Otherwise, we'll just assume that you've got it. But consumable components, yeah, sure, I am expecting you to.
Like I have like 10 platinum pieces. I can just like how many platinum pieces would it take to buy the booze that I picked up?
To buy the booze? So it was more that it wasn't technically allowed, and this guy was smuggling it in.
I know. I'm trying to make it right. How much would that cost?
I will say for all of your platinum pieces, so that'd be 10 platinum pieces. You could probably make people accept you again.
Like I can buy the booze, make it right again.
You could basically buy some alcohol that would be like an apology, essentially, of I didn't know what I was doing. It wouldn't be the same booze, but it would be suffice. You would be able to get back into people's good graces, or as much as possible, back into people's good graces.
All right.
If you wish to do so.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, remove the platinum pieces. You manage, after a little bit of jiggery pokery and sort of negotiations, you manage to find a fairly knowing hand at the dock. In fact, roll a persuasion check for me.
No.
Okay, it costs you an extra 20 gold pieces, but in the end, you manage to buy 100 gold's worth, essentially, of decent wine, and this guy smuggles it in for you in replacement of the goblin who left. And I think just kind of the evening before you go to sleep, and you are kind of this last evening, you notice that you are like very sort of the fact that you took the beating, didn't tell anybody, and then made it right. I think you are handed one of the bottles of slightly cheaper wine and invited to play cards. I'm going to say roll a quick luck check. So just roll a
Which is
d20 and we'll see if you can kind of. Okay. You make back a moderate sum. You basically you make 30 pieces of silver, so 3 gold pieces back, gambling on cards.
okay.
Yeah, doing quite well.
This triggers
Nice.
something inside Jeb.
Oh, I think
Yeah,
this might be the origin story of Jeff
Yeah,
gambling.
dude. You wanna try again?
Roll another luck check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Yeah.
But can I use my sleight of hand to
You could
help
try to
myself?
cheat for sure. If you want to try and cheat, roll a sleight of hand check.
Ah, fuck.
You are given a couple of friendly beatings and thrown out of the room as you try to sidle some of the cards with your extra hands. Doesn't work out, but they like you enough and people are drunk enough that it's just kind of ignored and you're thrown out.
Oh,
Right.
Jeb.
So, that being said, we come now to. I don't know why that's not there. Oh, fuck it. We'll do without. You awaken to the sound of Bob. Bob, you are going to take 8 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, I thought so.
As a stool just flies in through the doorway and wreathed in cigar smoke as the sound of 4 bells fade off into the distance, letting you know that it is 4 o'clock and all is probably not well. Bosun Tarto storms into the room, just like hurling shit everywhere. A stool clips Bob for the damage. The rest of you kind of dodge out of the way as you guys are all commanded to board a ship. Given hurried breakfast, I'm gonna say Bob. If you so wish, Bob, I will say that you could have snuck away enough to kind of make a slightly better breakfast for everybody. If you tell me what it is that you get.
Okay, so Bob is going to get some tomatoes, cumin, onions, a little bit of mustard seeds, some coriander. He's then going to make a little base for the tomatoes and the onions, throw in some cumins, fry that in a little bit of oil. He's then going to throw the tomatoes and that's going to simmer. He's then going to make a couple of little wells in those tomatoes and crack a couple of eggs in it. And then he's going to throw that in the oven with some feta cheese sprinkled on top. And then he's going to chop quickly some parsley, throw that in. And then he's got some hard bread from the canteen that he's just going to rip up and divide that equally. So we've got moussaka for breakfast.
Nice.
You know what? These games are going to make me so fucking hungry if they keep up. I will say, Bob, that thanks to that delightful moussaka on the move, you are very quietly handed by a slightly shamefaced Tarto a healing potion. You can add that to your inventory. As the rest of you are kind of shouted aboard. As soon as you step onto this ship, which is a hammerhead ship, so I will show you exactly what we're kind of dealing with. Sorry, for some reason I have my Discord open on the same thing. I have my standard searching tabs open. I don't know why. That's not the right one. So as you guys kind of board this ship, which is called, and it's in the things. As you board, you see that written along the side in kind of like curled writing is the Flighty Foundling. As all of you step aboard, you notice that there's some other people alongside you. Before you guys have much of a chance to think, you hear Tarto's voice. An adamantine meteor has struck Despar on Hakata. Good news. Your first mission. You are to recover the meteor. Bad news. Hakata is populated solely by beholders and their kin. Fucking eyeballs everywhere. Good news is that there's an empty tyrant ship which drifts above Toril, waiting for you to crew it. Though you'll need to... Don't know what accent is going on here. You'll need to install a Spelljameer helm on the command deck to make the ship fly. Travelling aboard this beholder vessel, you should be able to reach the spar without attracting the unwanted attention of other tyrant ships patrolling Hakarthan space. I'm sure you already know Petty Officer Winston Rybeck. He's here to help make sure, alongside your friend, and kind of gestures towards you, Bob, that you don't go hungry. He is also there to command the deckhands, one Micken Haverstance, Crick Lit and Fred. I need you to identify who among you is going to be the pilot, who is in command, and other roles.
Wait,
one word of warning.
Crick Lick?
Crick Lit and Fred.
Fred. Okay.
Fred, but with a P in front of it. Word of warning, and I think it kind of clocks you fairly quickly, Janice. Tyrant ships are made of stone, so don't try and land it in water. You'll sink our rock. You are taken up into
So don't
the
land
distance.
near water?
Don't land them in water.
Right.
What you were told. Because they will just sink. Which means, and let me just find a nice picture to go with this. You pull yourself up along a ship, an enormous ship, like bigger than anything you would have ever flown before. The ship is huge. I will take a history check from any of you, particularly from Janice, I think, who would know what this
I
is.
rolled an investigation.
Good.
Janice
doesn't know shit. Jeb, however, you know exactly what this is. This is a tyrant ship. You know that it tends to be a ship that is created using disintegration rays. This is a ship pretty much only piloted by beholders. And in fact, with that 17, I will give you a quick handout. So you can kind of get a clock on what's going on here.
I love it when Jeb gets a history check. It's like in the limited time he's been on this plane.
Yeah, it's like a 60 seconds. He knows everything.
I've been alive for a year.
So, you have a pretty good idea of what this thing is. Tyrant ship, huge ships. This is twice the size of any other ship. In like Star Wars 5e terms, this ship counts as large, where every other ship you've fought in counts as a medium ship.
I relay my information to them telepathically. So like anytime that I know something and tell them, it's always about other people.
So, you have the things here. Also, as you're kind of doing that, Jeb, Tarto, who you see is carrying one of those bottles, kind of comes over to you and makes some notes in red ink on your sort of like quick sketch map of a tyrant ship. So, just to let you guys know, you're going to be coming in at the sort of cargo deck, essentially, is where you're kind of moving towards. You know a couple of things about these. Obviously, like I said, you kind of know where the gravity plane is, which is kind of pretty much in the middle. And you know that this thing is basically just all stone. Like it's not particularly built for normal people, like to pilot. So this isn't like a constructed ship. It's literally like a hollowed out fucking asteroid. You know that it's got pretty much no furniture or anything. Beholders don't need it. Climbing inside of these things is really difficult because they're literally disintegrated out, so they're all smooth in the inside. They are normally not lit because beholders don't need lights. They have their own light sources. Because of the way that the gravity plane runs midway through like a spherical ship, depending on where you're standing in any given room, can slightly change depending on. Basically, your position can change very easily because the gravity plane runs through the middle, and the ship is in an odd shape. And it's not like a traditional ship where the gravity plane is kind of like the deck is base normal, the deck that you stand on. This thing is kind of like tiered up above. Just a bit of, because I think I've explained it extremely poorly. Maybe that's just me thinking, but I don't know that I've got it very easily across for you guys. Let me just quickly show you guys what gravity planes look like on Spelljammer ships, so you can kind of understand it. Because we're going to be kind of inside this ship for a moment. So, don't know why I've uploaded it twice. Fuck it. So if you open up, you can see that obviously the gravity being kind of in the middle of the ship. If you're on the bottom of the ship, you're like standing upside down, but the gravity for you is pulling you towards the middle of the ship. So just to kind of show you your one, obviously you have the map. You can see that the gravity is kind of based on where you are standing on the ship. It's going to be a bit different. So you are dropped off down on the cargo bay. You are going to take some equipment with you. Whoever wants to keep track of this inventory, I don't know who we sort of landed on to keep track of the inventory. Maybe Jeb at this point. You have this coming aboard with you alongside the sort of fellow chef that Bob knows, who is a GIF, big hippo person. You have Micken, and you have 2 Thrykeen recruits coming with you. You are dropped off at the sort of cargo deck. And you are told that you need to get a spelljamming helm, which is like a fairly interesting bit of kit. It's essentially just like a chair with like a captain's wheel in front of it, to sort of like stick into the ship to activate it as a spelljammer ship. It has its own sort of like furnaces and shit, but this is so like you can control it because the beholders don't use your system of spelljamming helms. So a bit like hot wiring a car, essentially. You guys land. On the sort of cargo deck and need to boost your way up. All of these sort of shafts are designed for hovering beholders. You guys are going to need to use all of your kind of climbing equipment to move this sort of spell jamming helm up to the top. If you can think of a way to use spells or something, it will give you bonuses in the long run, but I want you guys to kind of think about how you would get this big captain's wheel up to the command deck, bearing in mind that you're kind of going to have to do at least some of it as climbing upwards.
You're muted, bud.
Thank you. Can I pick up this helm? Like you're able to hold it up with one person, right?
It would be a struggle for one person to hold it. It would be considered like carrying like another person. Yeah, sure you could.
Look. So how far away is this place?
So,
like just in
meters to help you out. So let me just get your characters from the old map, and I can just pull you guys over so you can kind of see what you can see. You have a map of the ship that I gave you.
Austin's offline for a second, just so you guys know.
What was that?
Austin's offline for a second. He can hear us. It's just he got a phone call he needed to take.
Okay.
It's fine.
That's fine. So you guys are at the bottom of this ship. So you're on the cargo deck part. Alongside these like extra people. you guys should hopefully be able to see yourselves now.
Oh, yeah.
Yay!
So I need to just slightly shrink down your characters because these are smaller squares. Because
they're like every square is like 10.
So every square is 5 feet. Every big square is 10. So just to let you know, this is a big fucking ship. You are dropped off through like a hole in the wall. There's like a crack running through the wall that is like basically blocked up after you go through, but is the access way that you are dropped off. You're dropped off in the cargo deck. Because of the way that the gravity works, as soon as you step off of your ship, you guys fly straight up into what would have been the ceiling a second ago. So you're currently kind of like stood on the ceiling of this smooth grey stone walls, smooth grey stone floor. This is a ship that is not built for people who walk places. This is a ship built for beings that levitate all the time. And not much kind of thought has been given to how people who need gravity would deal with it. So you are currently stood on the ceiling about 20 feet up in the air from where you were on the other ship.
Hey, you're muted.
Sorry, guys. I'm we need to get it to the floor, essentially.
So at the moment, you can kind of see that ahead of you there is two sort of like corridors leading off. Based on the fact that you have some kind of torch with you, or I assume you have some sort of torch with you, please do let me know what your lighting arrangements are. I know that most of you have sort of like night vision anyway, so you'd be able to kind of make your way. But do any of you have like
I'm an elf.
I have dark vision.
Bob does not. But Bob can take one of the lanterns that have continual flame cast on them, and we'll just hold it up in his trunk as he walks across.
Okay, cool. So you have the lantern, so you can see where you're going. You see them leading off to the side, again, like just very, like, so smooth. It's almost like walking through like a concrete corridor with like a giant concrete sort of like circular room. There's like a crack that's been kind of thinned out and then like sort of shaped over by some kind of magic, which is where you entered. And then you're in this room that's basically like a concrete cylinder leading from where you are down sort of 20 feet, which at the moment you're kind of like looking up towards it, but that was where the floor was, and like the very bottom of the ship is in that direction. You know you need to get to basically the other end of the ship, which is the top end. You see off towards your two corridors and then what looks like holes in the ground, or what would be the ceiling.
As a druid, I can change my like spells with every like rest. Would you think I would have had time with enough of the information to know that the tyrant ship is made of stone, or no?
That you got like woken up and dragged straight on.
So no.
So I would say prepare what you would assume you would have prepared on like a standard day.
Regular day, yeah.
You weren't kind of gunning for this specifically.
Yeah, no, exactly.
So
cool. I'm gonna.
If I jump high enough, does it pull me towards the other side?
Guys, I can teleport. I can teleport it up there and just wait for you guys to climb up.
I can touch you. Will Longstrider help with this? Will extra movement help?
I don't know if it will.
For you? Because if I give you an extra 10 feet of movement, does your teleport increase?
Well, I mean, I can. It's an action. It's not even a spell, so I can. I can I can Starlight Step and then Misty Step, so I can get about 60 feet.
Okay, fair enough. Cool. Then yeah, I'm just gonna cast guidance on myself because I know my dexterity is absolutely shockingly shit. And I'm gonna start walking towards.
Are you guys just jumping straight down these shafts, or are you like? Are you kind of climbing down? You do have climbing equipment, just as a thing to mention.
Yeah, I'm gonna climb down, and Bob's not gonna jump. Bob's gonna break the goddamn ship if Bob jumps down. Bob's a heavy boy.
I would imagine, yeah. Then we would climb down together rather than do that. I didn't realize it was going down. I thought it was like we're trying to get up.
Well,
no, we're going down.
For you, it's going down because the gravity is reversed essentially.
Yeah.
Until you get to like near the top, the gravity is always going to be you're essentially standing on ceilings. Okay, which one are you going for? Are you going for left or right?
Left. Unless.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna go right.
Right. All right. Right.
Go right because we've got the schematics, don't we? So you can have a look. Oh, and it looks as if it would be right. Would be the quickest way.
Then we are going right.
This one. Yeah.
I think he says.
Give me 1 second. Because you climb down. You see, basically, you're going to kind of need to go along the ceiling. Oh no, sorry, no. After you climb down, you step out and kind of walk down like a little slope to another smooth sort of stone floor. But in the center of this one is like another kind of shaft leading up. By the way, that first, like, to climb all the way down, it took you guys like 4 hours.
Oh shit!
So, I'm sorry. I'm just
so at the moment you're kind of on the last part of the ship where you're kind of stood on the floor. Essentially, you need to like get something up or climb up somehow because the gravity is going to change where that hole is.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the way to the command deck. That hole is according to the schematics we were given.
That is the hole to the command deck.
If I were to teleport into that hole, would it save us some time? Like them not having to carry it up? Or is it down again? The gravity thing is really tripping me out.
Yeah. I know. So basically, it's almost like if you kind of like threw it enough, the momentum might mean that it will land on the command deck, because you kind of throw it out through this hole, and because it will be dropping for a little while, and then it will be essentially pushing against gravity. You could do that if you wanted to, or you could just kind of drag it with you the other way. Doesn't really matter.
If I cast enlarge on myself.
Yes.
Austin, your mic is so fucked.
Yeah, sorry, Austin, I couldn't hear what you said, but.
Sorry, I asked if I could just like try to jump there.
Did you want to just jump down? Sorry, bro, your mic.
Yeah, jump there.
You were just gonna go for it. I mean, if you want to just roll me an athletics check to see if you can just like leap up and.
Athletics, or can I do acrobatics?
I'll say either.
Parkour.
Okay. You almost sort of like run and dive bomb this sort of like hole. As you fall down, it's the weirdest sensation you've ever experienced. There is nothing more strange than going from an absolute like free fall as quick as you can, and with wearing kind of like chitinous armor, air resistance is very low. You whistle down. Like all of you guys see, sort of essentially Jeb run, hold on to Hat, drop through this hole. as you kind of go, you suddenly go from, oh, I'm falling down, to, oh, fuck, I'm going up. Like, with the same momentum, but you feel gravity begin to pull at you. I'm going to say a quick dex save. But because you rolled a 20, I'll let you do it with advantage. Okay. Okay, that's enough. 15. You manage just to. Oh, sorry, I need to fuck with these. I accidentally grouped all the fucking tokens together, and then I wanted to do something with one token, and it really wasn't fucking happy with me. You are going to appear just in time. You manage to grapple onto the very edge of like a very smooth stone, sort of like drop, as you sort of feel the gravity in your like that your body is experiencing change. You just have time to kind of use two of your hands to grab on, while one is still holding onto your hat. You are now kind of like holding onto a ledge. The gravity has changed. What are you doing?
It's our turn.
Yeah, I'll say you two both get a turn now. You both have just seen Jeb fucking book it and like drop through this hole. What are you guys doing?
I'm going to cast Enlarge on myself and ask for the helm, which means that I now weigh 8 times more than I did before, and I'm going to cannonball.
Okay, cool.
While holding the helm, so it just like I'm just like fuck gravity.
I mean, just a dex save.
I moved already.
Okay,
I've got no dex.
A dex save from Bob.
Oh, with a -3, it's a 10.
Okay, cool. Bob, you do just about manage to get the like spelljamming helm up onto the side, but you do also drop back down and then kind of feel yourself like that weird kind of like I am falling and then suddenly I am going up, kind of that weird experience. But the second time around, a very, very heavy Bob does manage to sort of latch onto the very edge, but I will say you do also clip yourself on the spelljamming helm on the way up. So I'm gonna say that's 5 bludgeoning damage.
But did I still get the spelljamming thing?
So spelljamming helm is up there now, and
Sweet.
you are also like hanging onto the edge, about to put yourself up like Jeb is, but just quickly moving through what Tay's doing.
I'll jump up, but instead, once I hit the gravity barrier, I'm just going to teleport to where I would want to be.
Nice. First of all, can I have all 3 of you roll initiative? Okay. So.
Oh, I had guidance.
Too late.
It's an ability check, so I can't do it on saves, so that's fine.
Too late now, buddy. Too late. Jeb and then Janice. Okay. Oh my god, what good fucking rolls. So
I have a 2.
What you see is like, Jeb, you fucking cannonball it. Do a great job. Do a flip. Catch onto the edge. Fine. You then see behind you Bob smash the spelljamming helm into the top of the edge, fall backwards, and then slide back up. A much larger Bob as well, by the way. Like, Bob is an enormous elephant man right now, because he is enlarged. Just like not realize that he's so big and just like really fucking slam his like face fully into the spelljamming helm. And then you see that there is a moment of like, oh, there's somebody beneath me falling towards us. And then you just poof,
Like
and
a button.
suddenly Janice is in front of you, looking elegant as fuck. Like
Let's go, soldier.
all of you, all of you really, really ate it, apart from Janice there. Um, so, if you guys all have a look at the place that you are in, I would like you all to roll initiative.
We have.
Yeah. Janice and I will.
And
20.
excellent, excellent, excellent. Just double checking everybody because essentially, Jeb and Janice, you fucking nail it because something is now going to happen for the next minute as all of you feel the ship begins to roll like the fucking drum of a washing machine. Um, but obviously, based on sort of how it is, this is super going to fuck with you. All of you get the chance to do something before the ship moves. The ship is going to move on initiative count 20. As Jeb and Janice have more dexterity, they get to take an action beforehand. You can look around and try and do something to stop the ship spinning. You can just like brace yourself to stop getting like tossed about. Or like you can kind of like try and roll with it or use some kind of magic to not get
Can I
fucked
try
by
to
this.
stop? Can I
Yeah,
try to
dude.
stop?
I'm gonna try to like jump to like different points in the ship and be fine. You know, just like really
Okay, so
dexterously.
Jeb just rolled me an acrobatics check. DC 15.
Get some.
That
Yes.
okay. I'm gonna say you fully avoid the next round of damage. You are going to take no damage from the next thing that happens on the ship. As the ship begins to roll, you are so agile. Like Jeb is literally like using his like both different sets of arms to grab different sort of points of the ship and just parkouring like a motherfucker while one hand is holding onto the hat. As you dodge and slide around the ship, you are going to take no damage from the next action. Janice, what are you doing? Are you trying to?
Trying to stop the ship from moving.
Okay. I will say that there are like control panels around the ship. You could try and like just guess hit shit, or you could try and like work out how to disarm this trap. Um,
Yeah. Disarm the trap.
okay. I need you to roll me an Arcana check. I'm going to set the DC as 20.
Nope.
You look, and this shit is like the weirdest glory hole place you've ever seen. There's just so many slots for like tentacles and eye stalks, and you do not know what the fuck you are looking at. It is going to be the ship. The ship begins to roll rapidly. I need all of you to make a DC 15 saving throw.
Of
Nat 20.
Dex. Cool. I am gonna fail all of these.
Okay.
Dex-
Jeb gets it with advantage because he rolled so well on the last check. And okay, I will say nat 20. I mean,
You get a I got a
no,
nat as well.
nat 20 from you. What does that give you? I'm gonna say that gives you a plus. I'll give you +2 on your next check with the nat 20. Bob and Jeb, you unfortunately both fail. You both take 10 damage, bludgeoning, and you are both knocked prone.
Hey, guy.
Oh shit! No, wait a second, Jeb. You rolled
thought
so
you-
well, I let you avoid all the damage. So it's only
That's what I
one
thought.
poor motherfucker who takes that 10 bludgeoning damage and
It's
gets knocked prone.
the guy who weighs a ridiculous amount right now.
Bob is also huge, so
Bob is huge.
While you are like,
Can I try and do my check?
you try and
An Arcana check.
no, next turn I'll let you make a check if you want to make that kind of check. But next it's Bob.
Why did I do this? Why did I do this before? What an idiot! I completely forgot I've got this. Oh. Oh no, I can't. I can't turn into a flying thing.
No.
Our food's on the way.
Food. What's happening?
Ship spins. People who are not Jeb and Janice take damage and are now knocked prone. Bob, it's your go.
Oh, I'm gonna wild shape into a giant wolf spider.
Okay. I will say I'll give you advantage on a like a check to avoid this. Sure. If you wanted to roll like an acrobatics or arcana check.
Am I going to be rolling that with the giant wolf spider stats?
Yes.
Cool. So acrobatics.
Okay, so
You say acrobatics?
If you do acrobatics,
Yeah.
if you beat a 15, I'll let you roll the next like dex save with advantage. Them's the rules.
13.
You don't get to roll it with advantage.
That's fine.
But add those add adversity tokens for all of your failure.
I've got so many.
Count them up. As this happens, you see that like the sort of cadets and Winston, the sort of gift that came with you, he kind of gestures and something sort of peels off his arm, and as they are kind of moving through the tunnel, gravity has like noticeably almost no effect on them, and so getting shaken about is also not going to really have much effect on them. They're stuck in the kind of tunnel, so they can't move really, because they've kind of hit like a balance point of the gravity, and the ship's just spinning, but they're kind of just stable in the tunnel, and seem fine. Right, it's your go, Jeb. What are you doing? If you want to make an arcana check, you can do it now.
Is there any other way that, like, because this is the control room?
Yep.
Is there any other way besides an arcana check that I can turn this off? Like, how to, like, I don't even know. This is so crazy.
You could just like randomly fucking hit buttons and hope for the best.
Could we potentially try and install the Spelljameer helm? Because we know how that shit works.
I will say, like, if you wanted to do something that's like installing that is not a like instant thing. So if you want to do something like stop it happening now, I will say, if you want to just punch walls and hope for the best, Jeb, we can do that.
I mean, could I ask them where the Spelljameer helmet would have to go, and then I could like jump and try to get there?
But it would take like time to install it. Essentially, like you'd have to hold it in place to install it, and it would take a while to do.
I mean,
you could do it if you wanted to, but like it would be that you not doing anything for like 10 minutes, which obviously each round of combat is 6 seconds. So it's like if you want to do nothing for 600 rounds of combat, you could do it.
Like, what am I fighting? Like, where are the enemies?
There's no enemies. It's just an empty ship.
We've got to stop this spinning. That's our task.
Like you can either try and like avoid the damage from this thing by like going with the flow or like dodging.
Damage, man. I got good arcana.
Or you can try and turn the ship off. Or so you can do an arcana, or you can just hit shit. Up to you.
Okay, I'll try an arcana check.
Okay, go for it.
Yes.
I mean, four hands are better than two. What can we say? You know, in a twist of events that none of us really fully expected, Jeb, he's instantly like, and I just press this thing here and this thing here, and it's like there is some kind of ancestral memory of how to turn off a tyrant ship that you kind of awaken in this one moment of like, I shouldn't know this because I'm only like 1 year old, but I do know this. And you just, all the levers. I think Janice was kind of like, you're watching this, Janice, be like, oh, okay, that does that, that does that, that does that, that does that. The ship stops spinning. Nice work.
Good work. So
None of you take any more damage as the ship stops spinning.
Yeah, man, I just took down my hat, put up a cigarette.
Right, you can now absolutely install the spelljamming helm. Like nothing appears to be happening for this short amount of time. You can also take a short rest because it will take about that sort of long to sort of set the spelljammer up.
cool.
It's still kind of early in the morning, like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. Oh no, sorry, actually, if I count the hours, it would probably be about, that's 5 hours, about 11 o'clock in the morning.
Cool.
I'm going to quickly take a loo break and then we can continue.
I don't need to sleep. I'll just keep watch over it. My guy is sleeping, so I just have to refrain from strenuous activity. So I'll just keep watch of the spell jamming thing.
Cool. Oh, I think I'm gonna go pee. Be back 1 second.
This is the most ridiculous fucking race I've ever seen. The extra arms, the telepathy. You can change your color. Gets advantage on stealth checks.
Your only weakness is time.
Whatever. Okay.
Do you even like have like mates in your race, or is it just like kind of a hive queen type thing? You're muted, or your mic's just fucked.
Looking how it goes. How
Oh, okay.
yeah, a female just buries like up to 130 eggs. No, 120 eggs. Clutches an advantage.
Has everyone been adding their adversity tokens, hopefully? Just wanted to double check.
I got you.
I haven't failed yet.
What was that?
I haven't failed anything yet.
I just need that like Sigma male music to play in the background now.
All I do is win.
And I have inspiration.
Yeah, he's outside.
Inspiration and any like failure stuff, absolutely. Go for it. Add your adversity tokens. I'm hoping these will come in handy in sort of future.
All I do is win, no matter what.
What was that, Austin? Sorry, I missed it.
Is inspiration just a reroll?
So inspiration is like basically a free reroll. I'm trying to be better at using like inspiration and like other sort of like shit to get you involved and try stuff even though it might fail. Like, yeah.
Okay. I should have done it when I tried to cheat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Like
it's just better. I just like it better that he get his ass kicked again.
Yeah.
So
what an origin story, by the way. So far.
My favorite part is like
I have good moments though too.
I like, but I
This
just
is the
like this is already like the classic Command origin story of like you tried to do the right thing, you got burned for it and beaten up, and then you start doing the wrong thing.
fuck everyone.
I just still love your plan on when you come back after the reunion, just missing a hand.
Yeah, that would be sick. Or having like a fucking robot hand replacement.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We can call that one of your like magic items if you if you've got like yeah, if you want to work out why you've got stuff.
Level 5 is when I'm going to take the first one of our participants first.
Sorry, you're
Why
muted,
don't I?
Tev.
I'm just complaining about his mic.
Yeah, it's shit.
Yeah. Is it really that bad?
It's
I don't
so
know if it's
bad.
just like a sensitivity thing though. Is it like too far away from you? It's not picking you up.
I don't know. Is it better when I'm like this?
Have you tried your like Discord settings and turning off like the voice activation thing so it's like always on? Because sometimes that makes a difference. Because it sometimes I think it cuts out if it's
Yeah.
not sensitive
Don't-
enough.
Yeah, my voice activation only works when I'm wearing like a headset.
If you go to like voice and video, and then I think it's if you put what is it, voice activity, and then turn off the input sensitivity option, then it should be like all the time it will transmit.
Ah, okay. Is it any better now?
Sounds alright so far, but
Okay, cool. Let's see. Let's see. Maybe that was the issue.
we'll see if it goes. Right. I mean, what a fucking display from Jeb right there. Just awakening within him some true sort of memories and stopping it. You guys have a time for a short rest as the deckhands kind of like chisel away an area for you to kind of like slot the spell jamming helm in and kind of like secure it down. Um, whoever would wish to, one of it has to be a spellcaster. I assume it's going to be Janice. You are going to like attune to the spell jamming helm.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. For now, I'm not going to give you any like ship stat blocks and stuff, because we're not probably going to get involved in ship combat too much. But if we need it, I've got a stat block for you. This is the weirdest ship you've ever piloted, by the way. So I want just like a flat like intelligence check to see how proficient you are with it. Okay. Um, with the 17, I'll say you get all of the like features of a first level pilot are like active while you're fighting this. But this is huge. This thing is like the size of of like a fucking, you know, you could fit like a mountain in this thing. It's massive and really unwieldy and just made of stone, which is weird. You've never flown a ship like this before, but heard about them obviously. Um,
Looks like
How fast
driving.
does boy go?
slow,
What's it zero
super slow.
60?
This is very like jerry rigged a spell jamming helm into something that was not built to need a spell jamming helm. Like this is normally flown with a different type of like beholders kind of magic. So it's essentially like a telekinetic field that moves it forward. So this is the thing really built for the same sort of like propulsion system that the spell jamming helm uses. And like so it's slow but fine, but it is very much like you're driving a car at 20 miles an hour, 30 miles an hour plus, like at top speed. Like that feels like
Got it.
flat out. You guys are sort of sat down. You will get your hour short rest. Bob,
Can I keep an eye on Nicken though this whole time?
roll an insight check.
Oh, 12. It was almost in that
You're kind of too busy attuned to the ship. You don't quite really clock what's going on. But as we're
Can
having a
I
long
chime
rest,
in?
as we're having a short rest, Bob. I mean, there's a like fellow chef here who wants to also cook some food, but it's a
Okay.
giant hippo guy. And he goes, "Hi, man. I
Hi, friend. Let's
remember you,
go.
Bob.
Oh, I remember you as well on the first day.
My
Oh,
name's
everything can
Winston.
happen.
Let's cook some shit."
Oh, do you fancy sweet and sour pork belly?
Okay.
Sounds good. And then Bob like pulls out of fucking nowhere like a giant ass wok and
And this
starts
guy pulls
cooking.
out his own giant ass wok. Mirror
It was-
um,
yeah. So a
I
Can I try
ladle.
that?
I will say that based on that fucking fabulous description, I will let you all get an extra like roll a free extra hit die on your short rest.
Bitch, we get that anyway. Chef feet, baby.
In addition,
Oh, yes. So,
I like the description.
yeah. So as Bob is like ladling oil on the crispy pork belly to get it nice and tender and crispy on the outside, throwing in some star anise, everyone gets to roll an extra one of their hit dice. So you can roll a free hit dice, essentially.
You get to draw 2 free hit dice because I like the description.
Yes.
So if you took any damage, this is like a way of boosting your HP back up. But I don't think it matters for Janice because Janice seems to be invincible.
All I do is win, no
Man,
matter
don't
what.
take no L's.
And don't take no L's.
Hey, can I try that insight check that
Yeah.
Janice rolled? Nope.
So you don't really notice anything, Jeb. I think you're still kind of really just quietly enjoying a cigarette, amazed at what you've done, just like playing with the controls a little bit, just because you can.
Well, before we move on, sorry, can I use my inspiration to roll insight again on Micken?
Yes, you may absolutely.
Thank you.
Um,
I remember that inspiration.
yes, thank you. That's what it's for, buddy. Important
Proud of
rolls.
you. It's even
Proud.
worse. Cool.
I'll let you re-roll it once because you remembered inspiration. I'm giving you inspiration for your inspiration.
Dice study. 17.
He looks a bit like too tense.
How are you doing, Micken, over there?
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Mecca.
Oh, you know, just no, all right.
Don't worry, we'll get back nice and easy.
Mecca.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Mecca.
yeah.
Got some food.
Sure.
You're
He sits
welcome.
and quietly eats.
Micken, tell us more about your hometown.
um.
Oh,
Oh.
Megan.
Could you roll a history check for me as he
Who?
describes his hometown, Janice?
Me.
You're the person who's asking this.
10.
Okay. Okay. Janice, I think he just describes like a the kind of normal upbringing. I think that you expect. You kind of a lot of talking of like this is someone whose life is kind of revolves around getting to Spelljameer Academy. Like this has been those kind of kids who like they were brought up to get into a university or something, and like they've been like studying for it all their lives, and it kind of forms like a huge part of everyday conversation. That's the vibe you get of like he spent a lot of time being made to study as a kid. Very very quiet, softly spoken. Um, something seems off about this, but you can't
Are
quite
you
put your finger on it. But you're
are you
still
religious?
suspicious.
You're religious, Micken.
No.
What do you get when you cross a Jew? Christianity.
I'm fucking dead.
Good.
What? Took me a
What
long
do you,
time to get that joke. Also, what the fuck, man? Came out of nowhere. Why you gotta
talking
disrespect
about
Jesus
religion?
like this?
You're talking about religion.
God damn, man.
Jesus was a Jew. He was put on a cross. Christianity came out of it.
Jesus
What do you
was a Jew.
expect?
Madness.
Yeah.
Madness. Right. You. Is there anything else that we're doing? Because we're now going to get into like a short sort of. Basically, you get like a week of downtime coming up while you're on the ship. So if there's things that you wanted to do, sort of let me know.
Making bullets,
Um,
I was
prepare.
probing Micken, man. It's not right. I'm not liking him.
and because if we're getting like a couple of days, can I take the mold Earth
So
cantrip?
now you can
And
absolutely fuck around
yeah,
with all of your spells. Like you've got
sweet.
you can swap in your spells every time you sleep. Same thing with sort of like wizards and rangers. I will absolutely
Yeah.
allow you to be like a prepared. Like swap your spells around.
Mm.
If you
I'm going to be making like holds in like
okay.
ledges on the gravity plane, so we can crawl around a lot more, so the surface isn't smooth. So there'll be like steps going towards and like handholds
I
for
mean, if you
people
want
and
to
stuff
like,
like that.
if you want to basically spend your off time making stairways out of like all the fucking action all of the fucking like what are they called access
Gravity
shafts.
shoots. Yeah.
Yeah, though if you want to spend your time doing that, um, I mean, I'll just allow you to have done that. Like
Yeah. So
all of those are steps. Like you can kind of move around the ship a little bit more. It's kind of more built for human habitation. They're not good steps because you only had so
oh
much
no.
time to kind of make like ladders essentially. But you can now
Yeah.
kind of move freely about the ship.
Mhm.
It's a little bit betterly kind of suited. Also, you found like a nice little place to kind of convert into a galley on the hollow deck. So there is a galley on the ship.
What are the weapons like?
What was that?
What are the weapons like?
There are no weapons on this ship, conventional ship weapons,
Hmm.
because this ship is obviously built for beholders, and essentially their ship weapons are their own fucking like beam attacks and stuff. So they don't really need ship weapons. They just have like things that focus in an energy. But if you wanted to spend your time basically cobbling together uh, I will say you probably would be able to, like, using all of the cadets' weapons, cobble together like a ship weapon, essentially, for yourself. If you want to spend your time doing that,
I do that and make sure that I have enough bullets for that next encounter.
I'll say roll me 2d12. And Janice is up to
I'm
bat.
so I'm just trying to get to know Micken a little bit more. Just kind of just have a conversation with her to see if anything just checks out. But more actively, I'm probably plotting a course back, trying to get there as safe as possible
Are
and
you,
like avoid any.
are you still carrying on with the mission, though? Sure?
Yes.
Yeah, cool. Just wanted to double check. Um, So you are like piloting the ship, getting more and more comfortable. This is also probably the person that like most understands the structure of the ship itself now by kind of melding your mind into ship like spell jamming is very much a moving a ship with your spirit and your like focus and not quite the same like just holding a wheel and it will fucking go. Like you feel very connected. Jeb, you make 8 like shot for your like ship to ship weapon. So you've got eight ammo on that, and I'll give you all the stats for that you can fire. And that's the one that you did like pulverize fucking individual people with. And I will also say that you make for yourself 11 bullets for your guns. Okay. On top of like, there will be, you probably, I don't know how many bullets you had, but you would be able to pick up probably another like 20 bullets or so from like pilfering from the cadets and stuff. Generally.
I have plenty of bullets.
Okay. Excellent.
Yeah.
All of you have a high enough passive perception to hear, as you're moving through the hollow deck where the sort of galley has been set up. This is sort of where the kitchen is. So I think probably the first person to clock this would have been Bob, but then everybody else would have got it. You can hear the clank of metal on stone coming from a hatch on the deck.
We go investigate it.
We want to check what we do.
Okay.
We run in the direction.
Who wants to check?
Are you guys going down?
Where is it?
It is on the hollow deck. So it is on. If you imagine where the. So you guys came through pretty quick, but the hollow deck, you guys came through kind of access shafts and all the rest of it, and then this like central shaft. This was one of the kind of rooms on the way that you went through to get to that central shaft. But obviously, you guys just like booked it through here, and then went to get to the command deck. So
Bob's trunk like gently like pushes the carapace of Jeb, while giving him guidance and pushing him towards the noise.
Sure.
So this is.
go look.
So this is the hollow deck. This deck is like a large bowl-shaped chamber that you probably didn't really notice beforehand on the way in, but there's like the whole deck is covered in like mechanical parts. So Jeb, you've been down here to like, this is where you found like bits and pieces of mechanisms that you built this ship's gun with. It wasn't that you had loads of stuff with you, but you knew there was a place that you'd run past that was just full of debris, and you were like, oh, I can fucking cobble this together. You also noticed that there were kind of several partially disassembled auto gnomes, which are kind of a brand of automaton, were kind of amongst the wreckage. And you didn't really think about this place again. And you've all kind of been on the command deck, apart from sort of in one of the access tubes nearby, there's a galley that is kind of on this level of the deck, but isn't part of this. As you step through, roll a perception check for me, Jeb.
You can add a D4 to it as well, if you want to.
Okay. I'll do a plus D4, so 14 plus.
Okay.
3 is 17.
You see then with a 17 that there are 3 insectile creatures. As you kind of descend, the light gleams off of their bodies, as they are kind of like surrounding and almost like tearing into those like automatons that you saw spread around the deck. They see you enter and turn to you, and you see that their forelimbs have like rotating saws, and you hear them speaking to each other in a familiar clicking language that you would recognize as Thri-Kreen. This is like your mother tongue, you know? Um, and they are taking the piss out of all of you guys for bringing the Spelljammer helm onto the ship because they can now use it to pilot the ship. And
So
you get the impression that they're scavenging the parts to build another one of themselves. Like these are like robot things that replicate.
okay. So and you guys can hear me now.
Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes.
So at the moment, it's just you three who'd be kind of getting involved in this. I assume, Jeb, where are
So
you?
of course, I let them know and like telepathically. So like, I'm not letting them know what they're saying, but I'm saying, hey, look, there could be a fight happening right now. You guys ready for
Uh,
this?
We rush over.
Yeah.
Okay.
I shillelagh, so my trunk is now my weapon.
So there are three of these things spread around. I need everybody to roll initiative.
Oh, now I get a nat 20. But it's still a 17.
16.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Let me just make sure I have my stat blocks. Oh shit. So prepared.
Or are these gonna just like multiply to the point that it was just gonna be really bad for us?
Yeah.
Nice.
There will be more.
Yeah, they would have constructed more. Right, initiative. Cool. These things got a nat 1, so that's nice. That's really nice. So it is going to be Bob, then even with the fucking nat 20, Bob, Janice, Jeb. Okay. Bob does get to go first. But you are like at the top bit, so remember it's 5 feet for all of the tiny squares of movement.
5 foot with a tiny. Cool.
What
Yeah.
creature type is striking?
Sorry, Green?
Yeah, what are they humanoid or
They are
Monstrosity.
I think,
they're monstrosities?
monstrosities. Oh, so they technically count as monsters.
Charmed person doesn't work on me.
Huh?
Yeah,
Charm
but
person does not work on you. Yes.
hold
Just so
monster
much
does.
ridiculous.
Hold person doesn't, but hold monster does. Charm monster and stuff. You can do that.
Yeah. Depends how high their int is.
Okay, so Bob, what are you doing? There's they're kind of spread out. So there's one over here, and one above. Unless one of you is carrying some light with you, I would be saying that this is most likely going to be in like dim lighting.
Yeah, because Bob doesn't have dark vision. Bob generally carries one with him at most
Okay,
times.
so that would be fine. I'll
Yeah.
allow you to have the light, Bob.
Yeah, I normally go. Then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'll go here. And I'm gonna.
By the way, there's a ruler on the like left-hand side that you can use.
Yeah, the ruler.
Yeah, I know. I realize that now. I was like, yeah, there it is. I'm then gonna attack.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. 16 to hit.
16 does not hit.
16 does not hit.
These are fucking strike.
16 doesn't hit. Okay, that's absolutely fine. As my bonus action, I am going to have the Hawk Spirit come out and surround us.
Okay.
So it's going to be floating above me.
Can you remind me what the spirit does?
I can use my reaction to give advantage to anyone that attacks within the Hawk Spirit. So it's a 30 feet.
Okay, cool. If you just 30 feet around you. Or...
Yeah, 30 feet around me. Because I can place it right where I want, so I'll just place it around me.
Okay, cool. So it's about like that, I think, ish.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's your turn. Are you doing anything else?
No, that's all I can do.
Okay, cool.
Done my action and my bonus.
It is going to be Janus.
Cool. I am going to run up to here. It's about 30 feet, which is my movement.
Yeah.
And so I get advantage on this attack.
If I use my reaction, yes.
Okay. In that case, as my bonus, I'm going to apply some poison to my blade.
Mm-hmm.
And then attack this motherfucker. Shit. And then
I'm gonna...
Advantage.
First of all, you get advantage. That is true.
Yeah.
Oh,
You get. Yeah, if you reaction. So, like, if you fail, you can tell me in character.
Doesn't work.
But you failed. But it doesn't work.
You match eyes with this gorgeous elephant, and you feel renewed vigor to your sword as you then get so distracted you completely fucking swing it over the head. Insight though, Janice.
What?
Insight, please, Janice.
You want me to? 23.
With a 23, this thing does not seem to be afraid of the poison on your blade. It is.
That makes sense, yeah.
It is.
They are metallic.
Jeb's go.
And I'm going to attack this guy both times.
Okay. Roll twice. You don't get advantage on any of these. Doesn't hit.
Nope.
I'm going to use one of my inspiration.
Go for it. Absolutely. Doesn't hit. You've got adversity tokens if you failed. That doesn't hit either. If you have one adversity token, I'll allow you to get a hit.
2. Can I spend one of those to get a hit?
Yeah, go for it. You're within 1. You can roll damage. Nice. You managed to ping this thing at a decent amount of paces. Just barely winging it. Doesn't appear to have done a huge amount of damage. It's still around, still up. And it is going to take its turn to attack the Loxodon, I think. So it's going to be 8 plus 4, 12 doesn't hit you, does it?
No.
13 doesn't hit you.
No, 18 is my AC.
None of the attacks hit you, as it goes to like open a jaw that seems to be like hinged, and like tries to bite you with almost like shards of metal that are like an imitation of teeth. Misses, and then two of its arms, which swing with like a rotating saw, go after you, but also miss. One of them is then going to take its 2 attacks against you, Janice. I think both of those hit 17
Yep.
and a 16.
Yep.
Sorry, Janice. What
It's all right. This changes in a few levels.
Okay. You take 22 lightning damage.
I'm dead.
As one of them just points and zaps into your back. Are you unconscious?
Yeah.
He is unconscious. He has 19 HP. We are level 3. 21 damage is a lot of damage.
Oh, buddy. Guess what? Combat got fun again.
It's okay. I will fuck you
Shot
up.
me, dude.
I will fuck you up.
And
Crit.
one's also going to take 2 lightning blasts at you, Jeb, but unfortunately do nothing as they kind of expand off your carapace. Okay, that has happened. It is Bob's turn.
Great. Bob
They are
is going
not
to.
moving any closer to you.
Cool. Bob is going to cast 2nd level Healing Spirit
Yeah.
on where Janice is. So on his go, he will come up, and Bob is then going to attack.
So what's the range on Healing Spirit?
60 feet, but it's within a 5 feet cube, I think. Yeah, so
Can you just ping it into the chat on Roll20 if you got beyond 20? You can just ping the details.
oh, fuck, I've got 2 keyboards out. I'm writing on one keyboard and expecting it to come up on the other one.
Sorry.
No, I got you, mate. I got you. Give me a sec. No, that's not that. Is it on Roll20 you want it?
If you can.
Cool, give me a sec, mate. No, that's Healing Word.
Okay, no, it's fine. I know what it does. Sorry, it was
Cool,
a
you got
confusing. It was a confusing wording. I understand it. It's only going to be in Janice's space.
5 feet.
Cool.
Yeah. I've got 60 feet to cast it, but it's 5 feet cube.
Okay.
So it's only going to be in Janice's space.
And it only lasts for 5 turns, so please keep track of that. Okay.
Up to 1 minute, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's concentration.
Okay. Cool. So you're concentrating. Solid.
Yeah.
So you'll heal that. Yeah. You can.
And then I'm going to attack.
Attacking with your. Is that a bonus action then? Healing Spirit? Yeah.
Yeah, Healing Spirit's a bonus action.
Cool.
That is a. Can I use my inspiration?
Absolutely.
Inspiration is. What dice is it?
Same. You just re-roll. It's just an advantage.
Oh, sweet, cool. Nothing.
You concentrate your magic energy into what form does your healing spirit take?
My healing spirit takes like a little mini elephant that just kind of stands there with the staff, which is like, oh no.
Just
And
the
it just,
holiest tiny
punches
elephant
people.
spirit you've ever seen.
Oh shit.
Janice, roll 1d6, I believe it is.
1d6.
2.
Come up with
You're
your
alive.
You are alive and conscious and within 5 feet still, but yes.
I attack the guy next to me and then use Cure Wounds on myself.
Go for it.
Not 20.
Damn!
Nice.
Yeah, buddy.
Third one this game.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
The man can't take L's. What
Wait,
can
so
I
this
say?
is the this is just the D&D 2 ones, and then I
So
am
yeah,
going
so
to
roll it again as a 2d6. Sorry, 1d6. So 6 plus 2
8.
plus 8 plus 6 for 14 damage. Lovely jubbly.
And then I heal myself.
Okay, cool. It's starting to look a little bit damaged. Still not bloodied, or whatever this thing would be to be bloodied, but looking hurt. And you heal another 6.
Oily.
Um,
Okay.
okay. I need. Oh. At the end of. Jeb, sorry, it's your turn first.
I can use one of my adept points, so I have advantage for the next attack against the ground.
A, Austin, your mic is awful. B, Taylor, you muted.
I
Okay,
think we
so
already did that with David.
I used one of my my
Deno shot.
yeah, exactly. So I had advantage.
So you tick
And
one of
then-
those uses off. So roll twice to hit.
You got 28.
Okay, cool.
And then if you want to attack again, I can give you advantage with my reaction.
And then so I have one more attack. Is he dead or no?
So how much damage have you done? 13.
13.
Not dead, but bloodied. So half health.
Okay, so I'm gonna attack him again.
With advantage.
None. There.
Cool. I mean, you hit.
You can roll again, see if you nap.
You can roll again, see if you know.
Yeah. Okay.
No. Okay. It's looking fucked. A little bit there, Jeb, as you sort of like layer in, pinging chunks of metal off of this weird creature, which is just like in a slightly robotic voice for you,
Oh, wait,
clicking.
can I also make a dazing shot? So he has to make a con
Okay,
15.
con 15. Succeeds.
Alright. Sorry.
These guys have high constitution. Okay. It is going to be back round to you hear the voice of Winston, Bob, kind of heading towards this sort of like place that you've all gone.
Lovely.
So, Bob, you just hear a "Where are you, Bob?" Sort of off in the distance.
I'm in the holodeck, Winston. There's some mechanical insects. Do you
Down
come
in a
and help?
moment. He's going to come down after you.
Thank you.
Bob, it is your turn though.
Is it their turn?
No, you are right. It is their turn. Thank you for reminding me. You're a gentleman and a scholar.
Okay.
This thing's going to attack you, the one that's next to you, Bob.
Yep.
One attack hits.
Yourself.
One attack hits, which means, luckily, it is only an attack with the rotating sword. So, although it hits, you only take 5 damage.
Do you want to do a con save?
Yes, it's just a DC 10.
Cool. That is a 22.
Yeah, okay, so you succeed. You maintain concentration on this. Obviously, it's your go now, though.
Sweet.
Thing
Bob is
pretty
going to.
bloodied.
Bob is going to attack with his trunk. That's going to be a 19.
Hits.
That is 12 damage.
Still up, but good hit.
Still up.
Yep.
Sweet.
Looking fucked, but still up. One of the swords
That's
is
fine.
like barely turning.
Barely turning. I've ripped off like one of like his fingers or something like that. That's the end of my go.
You don't want to do anything with your bonus?
I'm gonna move the hawk spirit. I can move up to I think 30 feet.
Okay.
So I want to move it from on me to there.
Okay.
Thanks.
Cool. Janice, you can roll 1d6 of healing to yourself. Thanks to healing spirit, as a tiny, like glowing elephant just sort of dances above your head. You heal 4 points.
Sweet. Cool.
And tastes delicious. Janice, it's your go. You're up. There's one next to
Do
you.
I still have advantage on this?
On this one, do you have advantage?
Not anymore.
Bob can do it. No, Bob, your turn's gone all the way. Toes? Your turn has gone all the way around, so you now have your action back. So you can. Oh shit! You're not in the fucking circle anymore. So it's
Yeah, that's
advantage
right.
on the other one.
Yeah.
Oh, I hit this fucker in front of us.
Go for it.
That doesn't hit, so I hit him again with my short sword.
Go for it.
That fucking doesn't hit. Okay. Cool.
Still groggy from that like absolute annihilation of like lightning, literally knocking you out cold for a moment. You kind of perch back up, but you're still just a bit woozy as you're like slamming your short swords at this dude. When this build comes online, it'll be so good,
Dude, it's gonna get really cool.
now you've just got to play him through the awkward baby teenager stage.
Yeah. I have to do the same until like.
Jeb, what you doing? There's one guy looking really fucked behind this one, and then this guy's fresh, and this guy's fresh.
Over here, so I'm in the totem. I'm gonna try to kill the guy.
So do you get advantage on? Yeah, sure.
No, it doesn't get advantage.
No. I'm just attacking.
Attacking straight, you'd hit it for sure.
Yeah.
7 damage. Okay, cool. You ping it. You can.
Not dead.
The what? The one behind you?
No, the one in front of Janet.
Oh yeah, that one's dead.
And then I.
Sorry, I thought you were facing the one in front of you. I was very confused about running into the circle.
I want to take out the weak one and then focus.
Yeah. Okay. You can roll another attack. Hits.
You've got advantage on that one if you want.
Oh, he hits anyway.
Yeah.
10. Nice. It is going to be their turn. Also, Winston's going to come down. At the end of this turn, Winston is like here and up towards the other dude. So we're just going to quickly roll. Can I get one person to just roll 2d20, please?
Rolling. Why did I roll? That's a 3 and a 6.
Okay. You see Winston pull out like a pistol in each hand and fire off at this clockwork horror and do nothing. Because
I'm rolling like shit today.
It's going to be Bob's turn. Oh, it's
cool.
Monster's turn.
Monster's turn.
Jeez, I'm fucking so behind on what the fuck I'm meant to be doing. Right, we're gonna get some ranged attacks. 2 against you, Jeb. Neither hit, and 2 against you. 2 against Winston. So they hit. Okay, and then one of them hits. So that is going to be 7 damage to Winston.
Trying to help out Winston.
In her word, but
I'm letting you guys know that I'll handle the guy. You guys go help out Winston.
Okay. Right. It is Janice's go.
So, okay, you say go help out Winston, right? I'm just saying stuff. So I get into that circle about here, and I use my bonus action to cast Favored Foe.
Okay.
Right. And I cast it on the one by Winston.
Okay,
Will
cool.
attack you. And so, yeah, every time I hit it now, it gets an extra 1d4 to damage.
Yeah.
Right. And I hit it with my crossbow.
Okay.
Fuck. Cool.
Does not hit.
That's me.
Can you get
That's
the
me.
advantage, Bob? Or is that like...
Oh, yeah, I do. I do get advantage because that's why I got into the circle, right?
No, you have to hit the one in the circle. It's
Yeah,
not
that's
you
one
being
thing.
in the circle. Are you hitting the one in the circle or the one
No,
outside the circle?
that's not what I said. That's not what I said.
Okay. You pinged at the one in front of Winston. It goes wide, I'm afraid.
Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't understand the
No, no, it's fine. It's fine. Did you need healing, by the way?
Yeah.
Because then you roll 1d6.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure.
It's every time you start your turn.
Nice.
Not,
6.
Not after this
Nice.
turn, though, because it's wherever the cube is, unless you can move the cube to follow him.
I can move it before the heal.
Yeah. But what I mean is you have to make sure you do that.
I
You
know.
can't
Yeah, I will.
Other shit. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. It is Jeb's turn.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
I can now.
Yeah, now. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna attack the one in the circle.
Okay. Hits.
Damage.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Yep. Hits. Damn. Doing some damage. Somebody optimized for early game.
I'm gonna action search.
Okay. 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 Can you do it?
No.
Okay. Still up, but very badly wounded. Like fizzling sparks spraying out of a cracked metal body. It is going to be time for...
Can I reroll one of those?
Have you got advantage or something?
I can give advantage on the reaction, so you can roll one if you want to see if you can crit.
Can I see?
Yeah, go for it.
Too late.
No, go for it.
Ah!
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So which one was that for, though? Because you obviously rolled the damage for all of them as well, so I guess if it's for the last one, then you're doing another 13 damage. Okay. Still standing. Like the Elton John show, but barely. Right. Cool. Jeb and Winston are each going to take... Okay, so Jeb, you take 9 damage, lightning, and Winston's going to take 10 lightning damage. And then he's going to charge towards this dude. he's going to charge towards it. Can it succeed? It will. Yes. Okay, cool. He runs headfirst into this dude. It is Bob's turn.
Cool. Bob is going to bonus action moving the Hawk Spirit to here. I'm just going to... That's the end, just there. For some reason I can't ping a thing. Yeah, there you go. Bob is then going to take 1d6 of healing. The healing spirit is then going to disappear.
Okay.
He heals to full. And then Bob is going to go 30 feet to here.
Yeah.
I can't move. And then he is going to cast Ice Knife. Try and hit.
Okay, sure.
18.
Just hits.
Sweet. That is 3 damage.
Okay, cool.
And that's it. And they must make a dexterity saving throw.
They know, oh, no, 20.
Cool. But yeah. They're going to take half damage of 2d4s. So they take an extra 3 damage, so 6 total.
Okay, cool. Cool. What up? It is Janice up next. There's
Okay,
one super fucked up one. It's like on its last legs.
Yeah, I run up to the super fucked up one. And attack it.
Perfect.
15 doesn't hit, I imagine.
Doesn't hit.
19?
Does hit.
So they take 5 damage.
Just enough to cleave one of the saw blades off of its arm and shatter this thing. As it shatters, roll a quick perception check, Janice.
10.
Okay. As it shatters, you can just hear that over behind Jeb is a further rustle as one appears. Okay. It is Jeb, you'll go. There's one behind you now that's looking pretty fresh, and then there's one that's being defeated.
Yeah, I'm gonna move over here, finish off this guy.
Okay, cool. I mean, it hits, obviously. Why do I even fucking have AC if it is always above 20? Oh, that's like 10 damage. I fucking hate when you guys roll well.
We've only like shit the entire day. I think we're okay.
Just roll out the damage. Right. Steamroll every fight. I don't care about counterbalance anyway. Counterbalance is for pussies. I just have to make every fight even harder.
Hey, I've not optimized, so you're okay.
I felt bad when I downed you, Tay. I felt bad when I downed you, and now I remember why I shouldn't feel bad.
Why? Because I can heal like indefinitely.
Okay, cool. It is that's a lot of damage. Yeah. It is the go of the monsters. We're gonna get a laser beam at Janice and a laser beam at Bob from the one that's just popped out in the rear.
I can move at 60 feet. Nice.
Bob, you are hit by a laser beam.
Whoa! Bob cries.
You
What's the damage?
take +2, 7 damage.
Solid.
Of lightning damage, as the other laser singes past your ear, Janice. You, Jeb, are...
You did 12?
That didn't hit a 12 because he rolled like a 2.
That's great.
Yeah. This one's going to strike at you, Sorry, strike at Winston, Jeb, and Bob oversee. It's going to take its 3 attacks. That's 1 hits. And then the other 2. 1 miss, 1 hit. Okay, so bite damage is the only one that actually really does anything, so that's not good. He's going to take 7 piercing, and then a measly 4 slashing. Okay. Winston is super bloodied, guys.
Okay.
Winston has 18 HP.
That's my full HP.
Winston did have like 50 HP. Okay.
I forget you only have 19 hit points.
Okay, it is your go, Bob.
Bob's go.
Oh shit!
Bob is gonna.
Winston's gonna take 2
Oh,
attacks.
Winston's go.
Yeah, sorry. Winston gets 2 attacks. 1 hits. Okay, cool. So Winston clangs a sword out of nowhere, just like smashes it, without much artistry, but definitely with some fucking damage into this creature.
Nice. Bob is going to move here. He is then going to cast Healing Spirit on Winston, so on his area, and that's my last 2nd level spell.
Okay, so he heals on his turn, right?
He'll heal on his turn, and then I am going to attack.
Okay.
Do I roll with advantage because I'm flanking?
I mean, if you want to, no, because you're like halfway up a fucking like pillar right now.
Fine.
This thing has its back to a pillar.
Back here then. I'll move back
attack
here.
normally.
There you go. Fine, I attack normally. I rolled
I
a 14.
admire your moxie. No.
I tried, baby. I tried.
No, that
okay.
doesn't hit.
Okay, that's fine.
It's Janice's turn.
I teleport. Let's make sure I have that length, that girth. So I mean, sorry, I'm just making
30
sure.
feet?
Is it 30 feet?
If it's what I think it is, Mr. Step.
No, it's a different one. I have.
Oh shit! I don't know how that works, so you're gonna have to ping that
30.
to me.
It's 30. Sorry, yeah, it's 30 anyway. So, what's going on? So I can get to about
Anywhere along this line, pretty much.
I get to about here. Right, so I'm here. Sorry, I'm pressing the wrong thing. So I get to about here, but then I still have my full movement.
Yeah, absolutely, because that was a bonus, I think.
Right, so then I come here, so we're flanking.
Yeah.
Right, that's
Yeah.
the.
I will allow that. Yes.
It's like, yeah, fine, fuck you all.
I mean, yeah, you're flanking it. Yeah.
So I got advantage. Is that 20? Bounce
Hits. This is the one that had favored enemy damage, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. So this is an extra D4.
So we roll that extra D4 as well.
Oh, sorry. Oh, D4. There you go.
And any extra stuff you want to add.
Oh fuck. One sec. Ignore this one. Ignore this one. I got confused.
Okay.
So
7 damage is pretty good.
Force damage.
7 force damage is pretty good.
No, it's actually another.
You slam your blade into this for the first time, Janice, and I really do hope you've been stacking up some adversity tokens for like out of combat stuff going wrong. But slam in, dealing some damage. This thing is still up, still not bloodied, but that was a
damage. I had a crit.
Oh fuck! No, you didn't, did you?
The first one.
That's not a what? That's not a crit. That's 16.
No, I had a crit previously. He said I had a I haven't done damage.
Oh yeah, no, sorry, I was getting confused.
I had a single crit.
You have been pretty much fucking missing some others, but you did get a crit. You lay in, do some damage. This guy's still up. It is going to be Jeb's go.
Why? Why?
There you go,
Holy, get a mic. This is so.
please.
They're like 20
Can you
quid.
hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
We can sort of hear you, but like it cuts in and out a
yeah.
lot.
I'm asking because you know how
No idea what you're saying, mate.
this is lame.
Do you have like Apple headphones that've got like a microphone on them, or like any headphones with a mic?
Yeah.
It might help. Oh shit.
How have you been, Lotte? Sorry to take you away from your shit.
Yeah, it's all good. All good. Marina's playing Overwatch in the background.
Who?
Marina, she did the one shot with us.
Yeah.
I wasn't there.
Ah, dude, that was a fucking fun one. Marina was a
Oh.
great ranger.
Lovely, lovely.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. We do need to do them fucking games at some point.
Well, I want to play Myrtle again. Myrtle
Oh
is
yeah, I
one of my
know.
favorites.
I'm hoping we'll kind of build back up into it once like some people like settle back into their houses and shit. I definitely want to play in London
Right.
more.
You guys hear me now, or is it still shitty?
Better, much better.
Better.
All right, cool. Well, I was asking, you know how I killed an insect previously? Do I get a marksman point back for that?
I think you do, don't you? When you get a kill in combat.
DM discretion.
I mean, I'll allow it.
So I'm gonna attack this
But
guy.
so I think that means you've got like 2 left.
Exactly. So I have 2 points.
Okay.
So I attack the one that's being gangbanged.
Yeah. Is this a dead eye shot or a dazing shot?
This is a dazing shot. So I do the damage, but then he also has to do a
Con save, right?
15. Yeah.
Sorry, I can't see your to hit. Was it? I'm guessing it hits.
It did. It did. It was.
Yeah.
Yeah. 7.
23 does hit. Yeah. Holy fuck. Okay, so 7 damage plus this guy fails the con save, so he has disadvantage on attacks against all of you guys.
Yeah.
And then I attack the. No, instead of attacking, I'm going to do a second win
Okay, go for it.
and heal myself as my bonus action. So it's a D10 plus 3.
Yep, go for it. Roll the healing. It is now the monster's turn. Attacking Winston with disadvantage. 12 does not hit. A20 does hit. I've got 6 does not hit. Okay. He is going to take 6 damage. So he has.
Winston can roll again. I can give him an advantage because no one else took advantage on my reaction die.
So
If you missed one of them.
Winston is not attacked yet. He's
fair enough.
attacked.
Sorry. Yeah, well, he can roll one with advantage if he wants.
Was it that you healed him? I thought you said.
Yeah, I can heal as well.
Okay, so,
So-
can you just roll the 1d6 for his healing?
Yep.
And then we're going to have the other one attack. Okay, so he heals 3, he took 4, he's currently on 15 HP. Yeah. Something like that.
No.
That's not my strong suit. I don't know how it works. I know that he's where he should be, health-wise. Okay. He's been attacked. The one behind you is going to take 1 shot at Jeb and 1 shot at Winston. Misses Jeb. And just hits Winston. So that is a nice little D10. So that's Winston takes 9 damage. Alive but fucked. As a bolt of lightning slams into the wall beside you, Jem. Okay, I would like it to be Winston's going to have his go. It's going to. Can someone roll 2d20 for me, please? He's going to take his attacks.
I can.
Go for it.
Roll one with advantage if it's below an 18 or.
They're both below an 18.
Yeah. So roll another d20.
Nah.
No. Winston is really freaking out right now. It's like, Bob.
I'm sorry, Winston.
And just flailing all over the place. It is Bob's go.
Cool. I'm going to take some healing. Max healing. Lovely.
So
Kill
how
6,
many more
and
uses? That's 3 more uses, right?
So we've had 3, so we should have 2 left.
Okay, cool.
Yes, because it is
Yeah.
1 plus my modifier.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Next move.
I'm then gonna take the guy in front. That's a 15. That doesn't hit. Do I get advantage?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll take again.
And Janice, you're up next.
It's again a 15. It doesn't hit. No, I'm too far away. I'm not going to waste the adversity tokens. Do I get adversity tokens when I miss attacks?
No.
Or is it like checks? Just checks. Cool. Perfect. And then that's the. It would be really dumb. Okay. And that's the end of my go.
Cool. Yo, Janice, you're up.
So I get advantage on attacking this one in front of me, so I'm gonna take 1 attack. Does 19 hit?
Hits.
I'm just gonna make sure I'm not critting. No, 19 twice. It does 5 damage plus 1d4.
Yeah, so roll the d4 out.
So it does 9 damage.
Damn. Doing very well.
Is it still alive?
Still alive. Bloodied, but still alive.
I'd use my action to hit it again. I heal Winston.
Okay, but is that bonus action healing word?
Good, cure wounds.
Cure wounds. Okay, you can do that. You'd have to move around slightly. So I think that's
shimmy.
So you can shimmy. You don't take an attack of opportunity, but you're no longer getting flanking after this. Doing this turn, basically.
Got it. So he heals for 7.
Okay, nice. He's looking healthier. He's up to 13 HP. As we go to Jeb.
I'm gonna try to kill the guy.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Roll twice.
Oof. Okay.
Remember, I think you still got 1 grip point. Yep. Pitch.
I'm like hovering over here. Right. I would be using your chair, but.
I don't give a shit. This mic is not my
8 points. Hi, Marina. Definitely can't do that. 8 points of damage to this dude. Cool. I'm going to say. Oh, fuck. That both of your attacks? And you've not used a grip point?
No, I didn't use a grip point.
Okay, cool. It is going to be the monster's turn. It's going to attack Winston again with all of its attacks.
Like, what do you have against Winston?
I just feel like maybe I'm gonna forget this NPC's voice, so it's better that he dies now. All the attacks hit. All the attacks hit.
That's okay, because healing spirit will help.
Okay, so Winston first takes 10 damage. Okay. How much more? And then Winston takes another 6 damage, so Winston is unconscious. Alive but unconscious. And then the one behind you is going to send out some little fucking laser beams at Jeb. And now Winston's down, Bob. Misses you, Jeb. Misses you, Bob. 2 laser beams kind of fire past you as this one just kind of crawls on top of Winston, is using like the saw blades that are its hands to like jab into him to clamber up and bite his face.
Ooh.
Winston is unconscious.
Is it Winston's go?
It is Winston's go. He's rolling a death save.
Cool. No, he's not. Healing spirit start of his go. Comes back up with 2 health.
Nice.
Fuck you, bitch.
Well, Winston has 2 HP. Cool.
Yeah. He still gets his go.
He does get his go. Can you roll 2 d20s for me, somebody?
Yeah. Say you're the one that hasn't rolled him, you get to roll him.
2 d20s today.
You can do it. We believe.
So it's a 3 and a 14.
Rolled another one. I'm going to use my
11,
reaction for
3.
advantage. Winston's going to have to hit once this entire combat encounter.
You get to roll again. A d20.
11.
Doesn't.
No, nothing for Winston.
What's
Winston
Winston's
has-
modifier?
+4.
Wait, so with an 18, he didn't hit?
So the first one was an 11, and then you rolled a +3. Because he gets 2 attacks, and then you rolled an 11 again as the reroll. So he still.
That would have been 15 as the biggest roll.
So 15 is not enough to hit.
Not enough.
Admiring Moxie once more. Bob, it is your turn.
Shillelagh!
You don't get advantage.
Bob doesn't hit.
If you
It is your turn, Janice. Bob, are you doing any bonus action stuff?
I'm no.
Also, how long does your totem last for?
Like, oh, that's a good shout. Actually, give me 1 second. Sorry.
Because I'm pretty sure we've had like a lot of rounds of combat.
1 minute.
Okay, I will say you have
I don't think we've.
4 rounds left of that.
Sweet.
Alright. Well, I heal, right?
I think
If you want
still-
to.
I think
Yeah,
you're
I
still
can take-
healing.
Yeah, I got 1 left, so you can take it. But I would probably. No, you can't because you're not next to. I mean, you can if you want it, but there's only 1 left.
Oh, so it's per I thought it was like anyone in that. No, I'm good.
No, he gets like
No,
5
so-
that he can dish out. And you
Yeah, I
can
get
take
5
it
I
on
can
your
dish
turn.
out.
Well, I just moved back so I have advantage when hitting.
Okay, go for it.
So nat 20. It's 4th one tonight.
Dude,
Jeez.
what's going on? The man don't take no L's.
I'm probably gonna have like a hard out at like 9:45 because I need to have a shower before like the house shuts down.
Yeah, all good. Ignore that one. That was the so. This is okay. So that's
Okay,
5,
so 5 plus 6, so 11.
and then plus the 1 d4.
Plus,
Good.
no, so it's plus 1d4 plus 4, so it's 15, so it's all the dice doubled.
Oh, right.
This thing is like hanging on by a fucking thread as your sword like caves into it. As you've been like hitting
Still have
these
one
things, Janice, you've just like grasped exactly like the anatomy of this, and you're like cutting through important suspension cables and things like that.
Cool. I attack it again
Go for it.
with advantage. So that's a 21. So that hits, but I want to make sure I don't crit again. I don't. So it takes 6 plus 1d4.
Okay, 6.
It takes 9 damage.
So it takes 9 damage. Smash it. Dead.
Decapitation.
As a tiny, like, metallic head decapitates and just sort of spins through the air majestically. Jeb, can you roll a d20 for me? Okay. Could be good, could be bad. You see that the one opposite you, as that last Clockwork Horror was decapitated, you see the one over here begins to like start to glow like pinkish red all along its body as like the eyes go completely red. It is going to get 2 rounds in combat now, but it's going to get them on initiative 9 and its original initiative, which means it's going to get 1 round before Winston and 1 round after Winston. Every thing of combat. So extra powered enemy for the final one. It is going to be Jeb's turn though. So Janice, you defeated it. There's one super fucking mad one over here.
Alright, I guess I go a bit closer and I take 2 shots at it.
Go for it. Hits.
Can I use my dead-eye shot on that one
Yep.
to see and roll again?
Last grip point though.
Yeah.
Hits. Okay, cool. This thing, as your like bullets ping off, its attention, which was kind of divided between you and Bob, Jeb instantly focuses on you as you see red eyes staring in your direction. It's going to take 2 attacks with its beam weapon, which are going to blast past you, Jeb. But you feel like renewed heat from these beams as they blast past you. Getting hit would be bad. It's then going to be Winston's go. Can someone roll 2d20? I was like, sorry, no, Winston goes after the monster, so it's going to take 2 more beam attacks, and then can someone roll 2d20 for Winston? 1 attack's going to hit you, Jeb. You take 12 lightning damage and 2 fire damage.
So Winston gets a 14.
14 doesn't. A 14 plus 4 just hits. So could you roll for me, Tay? It would be 1d10. Oh no, sorry. It would. Fuck! It would be with disadvantage because of the range. So unfortunately, he would not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wouldn't hit.
Okay. Okay.
Well, roll twice again, right? Because he has 2 attacks.
You're right. You're right. Yeah. So roll twice again, and it will be the disadvantage.
Doesn't hit.
Doesn't it? Winston's really freaked out. This thing's going to attack, like I said, and do its damage to Jeb, which is done, 14. And then we're back around to Bob.
Sweet. Bob's gonna bonus action moving the totem spirit, which can move 60 feet. Is he red? So he's gonna
3 more rounds.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, cool.
And then Bob is going to move 30 feet. Can I move there without falling in, or here?
Yeah. The one below.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bob's gonna move. Yeah, here. And then he is going to ice knife.
Okay. So roll to hit.
Nat 1.
It's misses.
No, and then that's it. Yeah.
Okay.
Please?
I also forgot to roll the healing for
Winston.
Okay.
Yeah. Roll healing for Winston.
2, and
This
then
is your
the
last
healing spray
healing, right?
disappears. Yeah, that's it.
So Winston is at 4 HP. Winston's 4 HP. It is going to be Bob. Janice's turn.
So I use my bonus action. I cast Favorite Foe on that one,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
and then I attack. Do I get advantage on this?
Bob,
If I use my
advantage.
reaction, yeah.
Then I'm gonna.
So you can.
14.
You can roll with advantage if you want.
Nope.
Doesn't work.
Nope. Damn.
Doesn't
We
hit.
tried.
Still got your normal movement. Bonus action.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Thanks. So I'm just saying we're 30 feet. Let's me move. So I just move up this way. And then bonus action. Just 1 second. Oh shit. Yeah, bonus action. I can't really do anything right now.
Give me the heals, bro.
I can't if I'm close by you. Which way are you? Oh yeah, as I go by Jeb, I heal him.
Okay. How many more spells is that you have?
I have one more spell slot.
One more. Okay, cool.
You get three health.
Cool. It is Jeb's go.
Okay, I'm gonna just keep on keep. No. Does that hit? 16.
16 does hit.
It does or does not.
It does hit.
Oh.
10 damage.
Yeah.
Sorry, no, 16 wouldn't. 16 wouldn't.
I was gonna
hit,
say
sorry.
I don't think
18.
hit.
18 is the hit. You
Yeah.
see. Sorry, I am fucking thinking of what it's going to do on its turn, which is coming up.
Okay. So can I use one of those as
Adversity tokens? I'll say yes. I'll let you get that 10 damage in.
Can I roll one of these with advantage, or is that?
Nope, that's just like you're one
Already
away
used.
on one of those. I'll let you use a token to get that extra 1 point in. It's hit. It's still up. Burning Eyes turn towards you. Jeb, I am unfortunately going to tell you that it rolled a nat 20. So this is going to really fucking hurt. One attack misses you. The other attack does 16 plus 7 damage. So 16 lightning and 7 fire damage. Jeb, and it's going to take 2 beams. How bad are you looking, Jeb?
Just,
Dude, speak into your microphone, please.
I think
I'm
he's
unconscious. I'm
You need
I'm
a
dead.
fluency or something, Austin. And now you
Yeah,
have a
I'm-
loud
I'm-
voice, so I know you can do this.
I'm dead.
Got it.
Unconscious. Okay. Jeb's unconscious. It's going to take 2 more attacks. One of them is going to hit Winston, and the other is going to miss Janice. Winston is probably going to die from this. That's
You missing me, Wolf.
3 plus 1, because I'm rolling very low against you, and I'm not happy about it. But Winston is also unconscious, so Jeb and Winston are unconscious. I've been prioritizing Jeb as well, mostly.
Yeah,
So Jeb is unconscious. Winston is unconscious. It is now the monster taking. The monster is going to
It's
start.
second go.
No, that's all its goes. It's taking
Oh,
both
fair.
its goes. Winston's going to roll a death save. Winston succeeds on his first death save.
You're not meant to tell us.
Oh yeah, you're not supposed to
Yeah,
say
I'm
that.
not meant to say. Fuck. Next time I
Stop
won't
telling.
say.
Yeah. You're not.
Okay. Fuck it.
We shouldn't tell you guys either, right?
Yeah, you're not
Yeah,
allowed to
no.
tell me.
You
You
just-
can do a
you just-
private role called like G,
Private?
like a GM
Yeah.
private
GM
role.
roll.
No, I think that's smart to do it.
I think it's fun.
I think it's more fun. Okay, it is Bob's turn.
Cool. Bob is going to healing word Jeb. because that's a bonus action. Jeb is back up. You get 7 health. And then I'm going to move my 30 feet, which means I'm in range. And I'm going to attack.
Okay, cool. Roll to hit.
That is a 19.
Hit.
That's 5. That's the end of my go.
Deal 5 damage. As your trunk lands onto the carapace of this thing, you feel the heat that it's giving off burn your flesh. You take 4 fire damage.
Okay. I see how it is.
It is Jeb. Sorry, Janice. It's your go. Jeb.
As my bonus action, I am going to use Zephyr Strike.
Go for it.
Sorry, so I'm just reading it again. Yeah, cool. And just run up to the motherfucker.
Yeah, and do an run up and then just slam it. You've got like 60 feet of movement.
I know, and I could run it back out if I wanted to without taking opportunity attacks.
Yep.
I love Zephyrs. So I'm gonna hit it with my. This is added advantage, right?
Yeah.
I know we keep. Okay, so I have 2 hits, 14. No, that one doesn't hit. I can't see that. That one doesn't hit either.
Yep.
Hit him again. 15. God damn it! Please let me hit. Wow. Okay.
None of those hit. But you've still got 10 feet of movement and you won't provoke opportunity attacks.
The thing is, I'm probably going to stay because I feel like his beam attack does more damage.
Yeah, okay. Go for it. Okay. It is going to be Jeb's turn. You're up.
How do I do this where it's only you and I see this?
Oh, dude, you're up.
You're
I
up.
gave you help.
Bob,
I healed you on my go.
Oh.
Yeah, you've got
Otherwise,
7 healing.
on D, on roll 20, if you do like exclamation mark P, I think it is the private one. But let me just get it.
You can do it on roll on D20 on D&D Beyond as well, where it says roll to everyone. You can just go down. Oh no! Oh,
No,
screw
I
it.
think it's roll 20.
Anyway, man.
Oh, I used to be able to do that.
How much health do I have?
7.
7.
Sorry, you type /GM roll. That's fucking easy.
Hey man,
Alright, I guess I just smash it.
Go for it.
So on the roll thing, you can click GM, and then you can just click that whatever it is. Oh, and I rolled a fucking nat 20 on a fucking GM rolling thing as well. Fuck you.
Okay, cool. Pistol.
So can I roll this with advantage because it was a nat 1, or is that a misfire?
No, that's your misfire.
Okay, I'm gonna try it again.
You can roll one with advantage because I've not used my thing.
Pardon?
I've not used my reaction, so you can roll one with advantage.
You can re-roll the misfire. I'm kind.
Nice.
One hit. I'll allow it. Roll damage. Okay. 10 damage. Acceptable. This thing is still up, but very wounded. Fuck it, it's gonna just attack you. Because you are within 5 feet. Let's see. We get 3 attacks. Ugh. Make this quick. Where the fuck are all my dice gone, man?
Stolen them.
One nat
They
20.
have come.
Oh my fucking god, Bob! I'm so sorry.
Did you roll 2 nat 20s?
Yeah.
Fuck you, bitch. You bitch.
All of
Fuck
those
you,
attacks hit. 2 of them are crits.
Fuck you.
And then I guess they will roll.
Hit me with the damage.
Okay.
You might as well roll the damage.
Okay, cool. And then it's also gonna hit you for a bit as well. This may be quite tight. Bob, you're going to
Yes.
take 8 plus 5 piercing damage.
Cool.
And 8 plus 7 fire damage.
Yep.
Still up?
Nope.
Uh,
So 8 plus 5 and then 8 plus 7, right?
okay, yeah. Are you unconscious now?
Let me double check.
Important question.
Fucking just unconscious.
Okay.
Just, yeah.
So that means we get one. We get one attack against Winston, which is going to cause him to lose a death save. So he is 1 positive and 1 negative. And then one's going to attack you, Janice. You take 1 plus 3 fire damage, so that's 4 fire damage. Janice also takes 4 slashing damage.
Okay.
Still alive?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. I
Okay.
healed up quite a bit.
It is now. They've had both their goes. Can somebody roll a d20 for Winston to see if he? Actually, no. Fuck it. I need to roll this, don't I?
Oh, yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
I'm gonna roll for Winston.
You roll for Winston. Don't tell us.
See.
Don't
Okay,
kill
cool.
Winston. I mean, I'm
Cool.
dead,
That
so
is
I mean,
good
I
to
can't
know.
really do anything.
That is good to know. Cool. It is currently Bob's turn.
I'm going to have to roll death save.
So do it.
I'm rolling it on...
Yeah.
there you go. You should see it on roll 20.
Okay, cool. Thank you. That works.
Nice.
Okay. It is...
Oh, my token disappears, by the way.
No, it doesn't.
Ooh.
Shouldn't do. Okay. It is going to be
it does.
Janice's turn.
I heal Bob
Okay.
for 7,
Okay, go for it.
and then I attack the person in front of me with advantage. Can I please hit this thing? Oh, I hit it.
Okay,
Okay,
hits. You hit.
this is good because I do some significant damage. It takes 5 plus 1d4
Yeah.
plus 1d8.
Okay, go for it.
Go.
Oh, 8 damage. That really sucked. I got like the lowest on 2 of those. Jesus Christ.
Okay. I mean, it's wounded, but still standing just about. Jeb, come on, bring us home.
I got a 1 and a 2 on damage rolls. That's
I know, it fucking hurts when that happens.
That's my second misfire.
You can
Oh.
roll advantage.
Will
you
you
get
let me
advantage?
roll it?
I'm up now, and the thing is there, so I've got my reaction, right?
Fuck it, why not? Roll with advantage. Come on, I want this fight to be over. 12 does not hit.
Nope.
Roll to hit again. Because this thing's going to get its turn back in a minute.
Yeah, then we're all fucked.
Hey, that hits. Roll damage.
Max damage.
And with a final fizzle and ping, a bullet just completely smashes through this thing's eye and it crumples to the floor. I need Janice and Bob to just quickly make me a deck save.
Not gonna go well.
11.
10. I put -3 to dex. What did you expect?
You both take 5 fire damage.
I'm still standing.
I rush over and try to treat Winston.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I instantly
No.
bonus action healing
Oh,
word
no.
Winston.
No, he's got to roll first. It would have been his turn.
It would have been, yeah.
Okay, you do have enough time to rush over, and you have 1 round to bring Winston back.
Healing word because I'm at the top. There you go. It comes back up at 8.
Okay, cool. And we're gonna finish there as
Yes.
combat ends. Let me just double check one thing very quickly because. Um, okay, cool. Yep, that was all I wanted to happen. We're not yet at a level up, but you know, getting there. See what goes on next chapter. Right, that was fun, guys. Sorry, I was a bit all over the shop, but I am absolutely shattered.